Yo, 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 yo. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing. 4, 5, 6. What's going on, people? What's happening? Can you all see me? But most importantly, can you all hear me? Test, 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 test. Let's see what y'all talk about down in them comment sections. Let's see. Let me go ahead and pop this chat out right quick. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. We are never prepared. We arrive exactly when we're supposed to. That's how you live life. That's how you live life. Oh, what's going on, people? What's up? What's up? I'm seeing a lot of the homies. I'm seeing the homies as per usual. What's happening, y'all? Shout outs. Let's start from the top. All right, we've got the homie Aaron Stallings. We got Ghost Fixter, Dimwit Monkey checking in. Hopefully he's on his best behavior. Hopefully. We got Asbel Lon. What's up, bro? Oh, I know you knee deep in this Tails, man. I know. I can feel it, man. Oh, no, he hasn't got a chance. Oh, no. But for a good reason. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Don Otaku. We got Lucky Diamond. We got Harrison in the chat. Let's see who else. We got Oblivion, Sora Life Story. We got Bobby. What's going on, Bobby? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. We got NKDN. Z Herb or Herb, whichever you prefer. I'm curious, how do y'all pronounce it? For the longest time, I've just been calling it Herbs, but some people actually pronounce the H in it. I don't know, it's probably a regional thing. We got Jaziel Hernandez. I love his comment. He's just like, why Sonic Ultimate? Why? Why SpongeBob? Why? We got Jim X Kenshin, Corey Gryffindor. Salute to you, brother. We got David in the chat. Let's see. We got Ryan Simply. All right. Oh, we got another Ryan in the chat. We got two Ryans. So we got Ryan T, and then we got Ryan, just straight up Ryan. He don't got a last name. They don't have last names where he comes from. And then we got Flame, Lo-Fi Neo, discussions to relax / work to. Yeah, you know how we do. We got to get a little bit of that lo-fi action popping, man. That's how we do. Oh, we got Samuel to Geek in the house. What's going on, Samuel? What's up, brother? What's up? Let's see. We got Mist. Okay, let's see. Damn, everything just refreshed. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. We got the homie J World. Hopefully you staying out of trouble as well. I see you been getting kind of spicy on those IGs, man. I see it, bro. I see it. We got Corded. We got Colin, my boy, in the chat. What's up? We got Eugene. We got... Damn. I don't even know how to pronounce this one, man. We got Zoros Damagon. I'm going to just call you Jaharu. We got Jaharu checking in, y'all. We got Hokage QB Naruto. All right, we got the Jabox. There we go. Just say Z Herb with an H. All right, there we go. What's going on, people? What's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope y'all doing well. What y'all getting into this weekend? Let me know. Oh, we got a couple super chats to get through right quick. All right. So we got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. Appreciate you, brother. I could ask a question. I could say welcome back, Neo, but what I will say is like the stream and give a moment of silence to Neo's GameCube. Rest in peace. Flame, first things first, appreciate you, brother. And second, yeah, man. I talked about this on my last stream, but for those who didn't get a chance to attend, we got hit pretty bad by Hurricane Ida last Wednesday. And it was so bad to the point where our entire basement and garage was flooded 6 feet deep in water. And we had to basically throw everything out from that environment. Most of the stuff there was junk. We did lose some valuables, as you know, you always do in the basement. But one of the biggest casualties from that hurricane was, and I didn't know this at the time, but all of my retro game consoles from when I was a kid. So, you know, the Super Nintendo, N64, and the GameCube, they were all downstairs. And it wasn't until we were just, you know, excavating everything that my sister was like, oh my God, look. And then it was just the GameCube right there. Now, I've heard from a lot of people that GameCubes are extremely durable. I mean, I don't know. I don't really break apart consoles. I don't really do that sort of thing. But I don't know if a GameCube can really survive like being in 6 feet of water, especially if it's just disgusting flood water, man. It's just that was a whole process the entire week. But yeah, it does suck that, you know, that part of history is gone. I'm not gonna lie, I did get kind of emotional because that's 20 years, man. That's 20 years of greatness. And then we got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Bobby GC Plugs. Hope you're doing well, bro. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Definitely, like I said, definitely doing a lot better now than I was a few days ago. You know, just dealing. It was just like one of those weeks where, oh, shout out to the floor hugger, my sis. Oh, first things first. Shout out to the floor hugger, my homegirl up from Canada, the Great White North. It is actually her birthday today. She turns 28 years old. So everybody wish floor hugger a happy birthday. Happy birthday, floor hugger. Hope you enjoy your weekend festivities, friend. But yeah, it was just a wild week, you guys. From the flood to immediately after that, getting sick from dealing with the flood. And then there was a death in my circle. My barber passed away. Barber who had been cutting my hair for 6 years. So processing that in addition to dealing with the flood. And then my dumbass neighbor next door, or across the street, I should say, backed up and she dinged my car. So I got to go take care of that. And it's just a whole... It was wild, man. It's definitely one of those moments where it's like, oh, it's testing my patience, man. But, you know, I always just think back to that Batman Begins quote, you know, why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. And, you know, I could sit here and wallow in my misery and my despair, but, you know, I'm not that kind of person. So we just keep shit moving, man. We just keep shit moving. Wait, there's somebody else who's got a birthday? I thought there was somebody else in the chat who had a birthday today. Stop you. No, I had to do it. Had to do it for the homegirl floor hugger. You know how we do. We can't just be like, oh, floor hugger subscribe. Well, thank you for that. Nah. We don't do that around these parts. We hype our circles. That's what we do. If this was vodka, I'd be toasting to you, but this is just agua with a little bit of lime. Nothing too fancy because, you know, we got a stream to run. NKDN is just like, yeah, shout out to anyone else. Happy birthday in the chat. That's how it is. Anybody who's watching this on playback, if it is your birthday this week or in the next coming days, happy birthday to y'all. We got a $2.99 super chat coming in from Z Herb. So weird to say. I'm so used to Herb, man. Thoughts on Wolverine? Do you think it'll be good? Yo, so this right here, you know, similar to that the Spider-Man sequel that's coming out. I could do a whole 15-minute video discussing this, man, but more or less, man, I'm excited about the prospects of a brand new Wolverine game. It's been over 10 years since the last time we've seen Logan in playable form. And the fact that Insomniac is working on it, I mean, who called that? No gaming industry insider, save for, I think, one report last year, said anything about a Wolverine game. So the fact that it's coming out, I'm excited for it. Honestly, this is going to sound weird, but even though I'm a big Spider-Man fan, I'm more interested in seeing what they do with this Wolverine game. Because Spider-Man, yes, it's going to be a better game than last time. It's going to be more grandiose, more Boros, more villains. You kind of know what you're getting into. But with this Wolverine game, it could be something completely different, man. You know, they could end up doing like hub worlds. The combat is going to be a lot more visceral. I swear to God, I really hope it's rated M for mature. If it's not rated M, I think that's a huge missed opportunity. But we'll have to see the powers that be at Disney if they'll even allow that shit. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the potential of it. I'm excited to see what they do, like what kind of story they're going to tell with Logan, because Logan, unlike a lot of superheroes, he's never really been stationary in one place for too long. Like, he's got his roots in, you know, different parts of America, in Canada, of course, over in Japan. So they could do a lot, which is why I kind of want them to do some type of a hub world where, you know, maybe it's set up in a way where, like, yeah, he's playing in modern day. And let's say in the modern day, he goes and he might go by this one spot and meet Gambit, and then who knows, he might have a flashback to Lake Alkali or a flashback to Japan. Like, there's so many places that they could take this Wolverine game. And oh, shout out to my brother Jay Fon. Oh shit, we got everybody in the chat. We got Jay Fonz, we got Slow Mo. What's going on, guys? But yeah, there's so many places they could take this Wolverine game, man. And I'm more excited for the potential of this game than I am Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 2, like I said, it's a done deal. We know what it is. Like, you know what this is. But that Wolverine game, man, listen, 2024, 2025, I don't care. I'm about to be there day one, man. Oh, and then we got Strictly in the chat. We got Megas. Yo, we got all the homies, Elita Savage. Yo, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for coming through to the stream. Appreciate y'all. Oh, man, but yeah, what do you guys think about the prospects of a Wolverine game, man? I see a lot of people saying they kind of like Shinroku brought up, basically make it like Days Gone, what with Wolverine. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but if I'm being honest, I don't need an open world Wolverine game, man. I would like something done in the style of God of War 2018, where you have these hub worlds, and sure, there's not that many of them, but what you do in those places is very significant, and it can take you to a lot of spots. Like, who knows, maybe Wolverine might have some business in New York, and who's in New York? I mean, Insomniac is developing both games, so I would love to see that shit, man. I would love to see that shit. Strictly, my brother, have you done what I requested of you, sir? Have you done what I've requested of you? I need to see it, bro. I need to see it. Gotta get Sweet Pea's review on Shang-Chi, man. We need it. I like that crappy Wolverine game on game. Yo, Sam, I'm not gonna lie, that game was kind of. Wait, was that the one with Mark Hamill voicing Wolverine? I kind of enjoyed that. But honestly, I think like the best Wolverine game we got was X-Men Origins. Like, yeah, it did suffer from the movie tie-in shtick, but yo, just like the dismemberment, the regen hell, like all that stuff was, oh man, it was awesome, dude. It was awesome. All right, let's see. I saw your tweet. I think Remedy could pull off a Doctor Strange game. All right, so here's the thing. I like Remedy. I really do. I like what they've done in the past. I liked Control. I liked Alan Wake. But I'm going to be honest. Unless they up their game, and I'm talking about up their budget and up their production and all that stuff, I don't want them going anywhere near Doctor Strange for the sole reason I do not want to be fighting the same damn enemy type for 20 hours. I do not want to fucking do that. Listen, I like the story in Control. I like the twists and turns, but bro, that was a very safe game in terms of game design. And I get it. I understand they were on a budget. They were very constrained, but dude, you got to go big for the Sorcerer Supreme with all his crazy powers. Like, I think narrative wise, they could pull off Doctor Strange, but that gameplay, the fact that they don't have reload animations got me second guessing. We'll have to see. They got to add more cutscenes and less notes in Codex 3. Thank you. Yes. They got to take the template from Insomniac. It's got to be straightforward. You don't need to read up on the lore of the game with all these codex and stuff. Like, I understand that, you know, you have a story to tell and you want to tell it a certain way, but look at it like the first Destiny. The first Destiny did not really have much of a story and you had to read up on all the stuff. To me, that's not a great way to tell a story. Why do you even have a campaign? You might as well just make it multiplayer only and just have codex you pick up. But obviously they fixed that with Destiny 2 and all the expansions. But yeah. 78 people in here and only 14 likes. Hit that like button. Oh, appreciate you looking out, Strictly Gaming. If y'all are enjoying this stream, make sure you'll hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously so we can get a bunch of all cool, crazy people into this fandom of ours. And then you guys can see my really hot takes on Twitter. Hot takes about Sonic the Hedgehog. But is it really a hot take to say that Sonic games have been trash for the past decade? I don't think that's a hot take. I feel like that's a general take. That's a general take. Neo, if you haven't, you need to experience the Artful Escape. Yo, I've been seeing a lot of people playing that. Colt Eastwood was playing it. I think Mav was playing it. There was a bunch of people playing that game. I've heard really good things. So I'll have to add it to the docket, but there's a lot of shit I'm going through. Like I'm getting close to the end of Psychonauts 2. I know, why is it taking me so long to beat that game? A lot of shit's going on. A lot of content in the pipeline. A lot of stuff coming out, guys. A lot of stuff. But yeah, I'll get to the Artful Escape. I think that's from Annapurna Interactive, and they've been pretty solid so far. Machine Games Punisher could work. Oh yeah, absolutely. Machine Games would do great on Punisher. Honestly, I really want to see the Coalition. If Coalition is not working on a Mandalorian game, I want to see them do something with a Punisher. I think they could be up to the task. It's a 4-hour experience. You'll not regret it. Okay, that's good. Are you gonna stream the next Halo Infinite flight? So here's the thing. Anyone asking me about Halo Infinite? I've elected to, as weird as it sounds, save myself until the game launches before I even play Halo Infinite. Because I'm at this point where I don't have the time to play betas and alphas like I used to. Like the only alpha that I played recently was like Back for Blood. That was it, man. Everything else, I just wait until the game comes out. You know, and I can wait for Halo. And just hearing everyone's talking about the multiplayer and how, you know, like the past flight was really good, that just gives me more incentive to wait, because it's really it's shaping up well, at least from a multiplayer perspective. We'll see about that campaign though, because that's a different story. That's a different story, man. Makes sense, but Remedy has turned me off until they get a bigger budget. Yo, Fonz, I'm telling you, bro, like Remedy, like I said, they got one whole enemy type, and that's it. That enemy just be morphing and shit. And yo, you know what the crazy thing is about Control? No one ever called that out. Like, maybe they did. Maybe I didn't read the reviews too carefully. But I don't even be seeing people talking about like, yo, it's just one enemy type in that game, man. It's wild. Oh man, I played Sonic Colors on Switch. The bugginess is kind of overrated. I've heard from some people that actually playing it on the Switch is not as bad as that one video that went around. But then I went and I watched my boy and he was streaming. I was like, yo, that looked kind of rough, fam. Because my whole thing is like, yo, this is a port of an old game. Why is it running so bad? But I got, Sega did send me it on Xbox, so I got to try it out and see how it is on there. I'm nervous as hell for the online for Halo Infinite. Yeah, everybody is, man, because, you know, that last flight was just with bots, so it wasn't actual people. So we're going to see, man. I mean, at the very least, like, I'm interested to see how they launch a multiplayer game, a legit multiplayer game in the era of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Battlefield this fall. We got the new Call of Duty. And then we got Halo. Like, last year, I don't really count it because most of those games were already in the tuck. And, you know, it's not like they really needed to be pushed much. But this year in particular, we've seen a lot of the impacts of work from home on game development. So it's going to be interesting, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if Halo Infinite at launch does have some issues. I mean, all multiplayer games have issues at launch, but Halo specifically, just because of the nature of, like, yo, they've been working on this shit for 6 years, dude. $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie Megas. Picture this. Incredible Hulk game done by Insomniac. We gotta stop. We gotta stop, man. Insomniac, at this rate, they're gonna be working on superhero games for the next 20 years, bro. Insomniac with the Frostbite engine, destructive environments, that'd be godlike. Man, honestly, I mean, I don't know about that Frostbite engine, bro. I feel like that shit should only be for, like, first-person stuff, because you saw what happened when they tried to use that shit on Mass Effect. What are your thoughts on Psychonauts 2? So, my thoughts overall, I think the game is fantastic, dude. Like, I went into Psychonauts knowing I'd enjoy it, considering I liked the first one. But I'm really surprised at what they were able to pull off with this game. In terms of its story, in terms of the themes, the thematic elements. The game gets really deep. And I don't want to dive into spoilers, but it's definitely one of those games where you're like, yo, they really did that? Holy shit. Platforming is more refined than the last one. Combat, I mean, the combat's not anything to write home about. It's better than it was before, but it's not like, yo, this crazy combat, like Devil May Cry, hear the music pump up. Like, it ain't anything like that, but it just the charm, the charisma, everything about, like, dude, the writing. I mean, it's written by Tim Schafer, so you know it's gonna be competent. But yeah, it's just really fun, man. It's like one of those situations where, like with Ratchet and Clank, I'm like playing a video game, bro, and it's awesome. Like, you could do this shit in a video game, man. It's like one of those things where you just need a break from the hyper realistic or the dreary environments and shit like that. Like, could you imagine going from playing The Last of Us Part 2 with that bleak story to then going into Psychonauts? Like, that's a big jump. But it's awesome, man. I'm really liking it. And, I mean, anyone who's got Game Pass on Xbox or PC, try it out, man. It might not be your cup of tea, maybe, but it's worth checking it out, dude. It's worth checking out. And the art style. My God, the art style is great. Limiting myself to only owning a Switch and 3DS has been very interesting. Having less kind of lets me enjoy games more. Nah, Sam, I completely understand that, bro. Because, you know, when you have access to everything, you have access to everything, and there's so many games to play, let alone, you know, when you add in Game Pass into the mix, PS Plus, PS Now, all that stuff. It's kind of daunting, which is why I'm only focusing on 1 or 2 games at a time, because I know, like, I don't even count the Game Pass games for the most part, unless it's something I want to play, because there's no way in the world I'm going to play everything I want to play on Game Pass. It's just impossible. So I just focus on, like, maybe 1 or 2 games from Game Pass a month, and then go from there. So, like, right now, for example, my ongoing game that I play almost every day, if not every other day, Final Fantasy 14. I do my dailies, I get farther in the story, and depending on how much I want to do, that can take up a lot of time. And then I have like 1 or 2 games that I can complete really quickly, like Psychonauts 2, or if I'm sent something to check out by a company, I'll be playing that as well. But yeah, if you just take your time with these games and just don't focus on like everything at once, like that was my biggest problem a few years ago. I played a little bit of like 5-6 games at a time, and I never completed anything. And that was like a terrible thing to do, because all the games I love to play for the most part are RPGs, and if it's a good RPG, I'm sinking bare minimum 60 hours. And that gets kind of hard. The older you get, more responsibilities and stuff. But to go back to Megas' question, I would love for another Incredible Hulk game, man. Just like a game where you just go around and you are a literal god. You just go around, you destroy everything, you fight enemies. Like, that's one thing I do like about that Avengers game. When you level up the Hulk character, it's pretty fun. But after a while, I get tired of hitting the same fucking aimbots, man. Like, let me get something else. Let me fight Abomination. Let me fight anything else, bro. That game, bro. 6.99 Canadian super chat coming in from Colin, my boy. Can you give us your in-depth thoughts on Shang-Chi? I thought it was a very solid MCU film, especially when compared to Black Widow. Yeah, so I got a chance to check out Shang-Chi last weekend, and you know, the thing about the Marvel movies, unless it's something that I am like genuinely interested in, like Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, I don't really get too excited for them, because for the most part, Marvel has got this formula of making good movies. Sure, some might be better than others, but for the most part, you're going to go into a Marvel movie, you'll walk out of it finding enjoyment, which is where I'm at for the most part. Shang-Chi, I mean, as a character, I know very little of Shang-Chi. Like, I read a little bit of the comics when I was a kid, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, yes, I know everything about the character. So I went into this movie viewing it more as a fan of the Marvel movies and what can you sell me about this character. And I walked out of that movie very surprised. You know, like, I mean, it cannot be stated more than it already has, just the representation on screen. I know some people are be like, ugh, why does representation matter? Representation fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? Not everything can be white. You got to have everything. You know, you have to have a little bit of everything into the mix. And, you know, the fact that we had these just icons in the Asian powerhouse scene, like Tony Leung, you know, an actor who I had heard, like, you mentioned his name to some people, and some people were like, oh my God, Tony Leung, what? Like, because he's a big powerhouse in that scene. And the fact that they got him for this movie and his role as, I don't even want to classify him as a villain, man, because honestly, like, outside of Shang-Chi, he was the next biggest character in this movie. His entire, like, the movie opens up with his character, and it sets the stage and the tone for what the entire movie is. Like, bro, this movie is a straight up wuxia film, where it's just, oh my God, like, I don't want to get into spoilers. Like, there's so much shit that the trailers have not shown off about this movie, and it's so friggin' good, man. Honestly, this is my favorite MCU origin movie of the modern era. Like, of course you had like Iron Man way back when, but I don't think an origin movie has ever come to the point where it finds a new way to breathe life into introducing a character. So you guys remember how, you know, with Batman Begins, Spider-Man, all those kind of movies, you have their origin, you have something tragic happen to them, they suit up an hour into the movie, and then they are the superhero. This movie is really not like that. It's not about how this character of, you know, Shang-Chi becomes Shang-Chi. It's not that. It's not like he's called to be this greater super being and save the world. It's literally Asian family drama in the best way possible. And, you know, it's got a lot of action in it. It's got a lot of spectacle. The fight scenes, the choreography is fantastic, but the one thing I loved and I walked away from this movie really thinking about was just how deep they developed the family dynamic and the bond between Shang-Chi, between his father, between the mother character and the sister, and all of what that meant. Like, I loved that the most in the movie, and this movie wasn't afraid to slow down for a while and just develop these characters, you know, really make it feel impactful. So yeah, like that's my takeaway from it. I really loved it. And the more I think about it, the more I really like it. Now, were there issues with the movie? Absolutely. I'm just going to be honest. The worst things you hate about the MCU movies are kind of in this film. Like, the third act, in my opinion, is the weakest part, in the sense that, of course, you have to have a big team battle because you need a big team battle, and you have a giant CGI monster, and the spectacle is cool and everything, but I'm sorry, after Infinity War and Endgame, they just raised the fucking bar where if you don't come that close, you got to do something different. You get what I'm saying? It's got to be something to it. And this movie, while I am a fan of what they did for the final scene and everything, it didn't hook me as much as like, yo, that bus fight scene or the scene where they're fighting on the top of the building and everything. Like that to me was like, yo, that's what I think about more than just, oh, look, giant CGI monsters fighting, you know? So yeah, like that was one of the weakest parts. Every now and then they do have to have that MCU moment where it's a serious moment and then they juxtapose it with some humor. It's not as bad as Black Widow. Black Widow was really fucking annoying. You could tell Black Widow, out of all the MCU movies, in my opinion, felt the most phoned in. It starts out very cool, very dark, and then it just devolves into like, hey, we want to write a movie with witty writing like the Russo brothers movies, but we don't know why it worked in the Russo brothers movies. That's literally what it felt like in Black Widow. This movie, they have a couple of scenes that are like that, but thankfully they delegate those scenes to one character, and it's not really a spoiler because it's already been shown off in the marketing material, but the fake Mandarin from Iron Man 3 does show up in this film, and he plays a minor role, and all of the comedic scenes are thankfully tied to him, which I really loved, because I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, like the story of Shang-Chi and him dealing with his father, I don't need Shang-Chi to come in here and be a quip master. I don't really need that shit. Like his type of humor is very dry humor, and I love that, because you can't have everybody be, you know, a jokester. It doesn't work for all the characters, and I'm glad that they didn't do that. So yeah, I mean, outside of those things, the rest of the movie, in my opinion, was awesome. I can't wait to see what they do in the future with this character, because Shang-Chi, like I said, he's not a superhero. He isn't a superhero at all, you guys. He literally, the movie just ends and he goes back to his everyday life. It's not like he's standing on top of a building and he's like, I am Shang-Chi, the master of the, you know, like it's not like that. But it's gonna be awesome to see where they take it, because there are 2 post-credit scenes that are very important to the future of the MCU. One that's really important to the future of this little universe that Shang-Chi is crafting, and then another that's just obviously big picture type of shtick. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and the more and more I think about it, the more I really love the movie. Okay. We got a $10 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Thank you, brother. What do you think of these hypothetical video game ideas? Street Fighter versus DC and Mortal Kombat versus Marvel. These will never happen, but it'll be cool. So here's the thing, John. I don't mind either idea, but my whole problem is the second you involve Mortal Kombat with Marvel or DC, it's not a Mortal Kombat game anymore. I'm just being real, because the last time they did this was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, and that was a very nerfed experience in the sense that, you know, they weren't going to be performing fatalities on DC characters. Superman wasn't going to get his head ripped off. Wonder Woman wasn't going to get like, you get what I'm saying? So anything involving Mortal Kombat, unless it can be done no holds bar, M-rated, it's not going to be the same thing. I would love for them to do a Marvel versus DC fighting game. I think that would be more up to code with everything, you know, rated T for teen. Get, I guess, NetherRealm to work on it. There have been some rumors that NetherRealm is working on a Marvel fighting game. Like I said, these are just rumors. Nothing is concrete. But yeah, I mean, as far as crossovers go, I really would love to see a Marvel versus DC sort of shtick. I know it'd be damn near impossible because of licensing, and you know, it's just a bunch of dick waving by these billion-dollar companies. But yeah, that would be something dope to see. That would be something dope. But I appreciate the super chat, brother. All right, but what's going on to all the new people in the chat? What's up? I know a lot of y'all came in during my mini Shang-Chi review. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are enjoying it, make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. All right, let me go ahead and check back some of these questions. Feel free to ask the questions again, you guys, if I did not answer them, because you know me, I go off on my I get very passionate with my speeches. All right. The New York accent is really coming out during this rant. I said, man, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, you can't separate accents from people, bro. You know, the funny thing is, when people actually meet me in the real and they see actually how I talk, they say like, yo, you sound so different than you do on YouTube. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And it's like, you sound more New Yorker in person. I was like, well, yeah, you know, it just is what it is, man. Because over here, I'm just being very loud and animated and all over the place. So my voice can go all over the place. But if we just chill and mind our business, I'm very chill, man. I'm very chill. Like, I guarantee you, my cheeks do not come up this high and I smile all the damn time. Okay. Okay, so we're getting a lot of questions about Tales of Arise and whether or not your boy Neo has played it. All right, this is going to sound very controversial, but I have not played Tales of Arise yet, y'all. I haven't even bought the game. I know, sacrilegious as Balant, put down the sharpening knife, put it down. But just based off of my trajectory for the next 3 weeks, I know I wasn't going to have a lot of time to sink into Tales of Arise. So I just didn't pre-order the game. I didn't pre-order it because I knew I wouldn't be able to play. Just based off what I was doing yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm not going to get to Tales of Arise. No way. So I'm going to wait for a few weeks. And by the time... oh no. Here comes the cancel comments. Oh boy. You didn't tell me you didn't buy it. Yeah, I know. This is the first Tales game I have not bought on launch, or at least launch week, since shit, bro. I buy everything at least within the launch week. But yeah, I didn't do it because, you know, like, if I know I'm not gonna get to a game for a while, I'm just gonna wait a few weeks. And knowing that, yo, calm down with cancel comments, calm down. Knowing that if I wait like 3 weeks, the game will probably be down to like not $15, but it'll be down to like $45, and then I'll go ahead and buy it and then go from there, man. Like that's just how it is. Like, I know some games I buy on launch and I don't get to them. I understand that, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better about them shits. I can't recall the last game I bought and I didn't really play much of in the beginning. Okay. Actually, I can, but it's different. So I bought Returnal day one for $70 because I knew I would love that game because I love Housemarque. I tried playing it the week it came out, but y'all remember the game was crashing on me left and right. So I put that game down for 2 months, came back to it, got further on in the game, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. So that's the one exception. But for the most part, games that I'd be buying day one, if I don't play them within like the first week or so, I feel like I'm kind of losing out. Unless it's like a special edition, like Persona 5 Royal, I would have no problem buying this. And let's say I couldn't get to it for 2 weeks because of work. I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. But if it's something where it's like, yo, leave this dude alone. He bought Gears 2 and it took him 5 years to finish. That is a damn lie. That is a damn lie, Sam. We finished Gears 3 together in what, 2012? That was no Gears 2. I finished Gears 2 a long... Man, Sam, you don't stop. We finished Gears 3 in 2012. That's a few months after it came out. Cut the cap. Guys, what do you expect from me? Oh, no, don't do this. We ain't dragging me tonight. No, we are not doing to this. We are not doing this. No. See, thank you, Honest Critic. Smart. If you're not going to play it right away, then wait and save some money. See, thank you. Honest to Critic is the voice of reason in this chat. Y'all a bunch of bullies. That's what y'all are. I seen you buy games for less. Well, I mean, man, you know, it is what it is sometimes. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, getting back on point. Yeah, I'll just wait a few weeks after I get some free time in these gaming streets. You know, it might even be sooner than that because depending on how much farther I get in this game, which I can't talk about, I might end up picking up the game in 2 weeks. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. Do not worry. I will be playing Tales of Arise before the end of the year. And Asma's like, before the end of the year? What? When are you gonna post the video of your secret project? That will be coming very soon. I can't give a date, but it's coming very soon. Cannot give a date at all, but it's coming very soon. Tales of Arise has a collector's edition though. Yeah, it does, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Playboy. I don't really be going all out with special editions like I used to. I think this was the last special edition I bought. Yeah. This is the last special edition I bought, y'all, and this was a year and a half ago. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even know when the next special edition I buy is coming out. When is that? I'm not getting the Horizon one. I mean, I like Horizon, but I don't need it. You know? I don't even know. I don't even know, y'all. Black Friday coming quick. Yeah, see, man, I'm saying. Imagine if I bought Tales of Arise and I don't get to it until November and then it's on sale for like $30. I'm just going to be sitting there with a Michael Jordan cry face like... What do you think of the Star Wars KOTOR remake? So, I'm excited for it. But at the same time, I'm kind of skeptical. The developer hasn't really worked on a game to the scale of KOTOR, so I really need to see gameplay first to see what they're going to do with it. I'm excited in the sense that they're going to be modernizing the gameplay. So, I mean, all right. So the thing is, I love KOTOR. I think it's a fantastic Star Wars story. The narrative is top notch. To this day, it still beats out a lot of games' narratives. I mean, it's BioWare. It's BioWare. You guys know this. But that gameplay is definitely a product of its time. So it hasn't aged that well. I mean, you can go into it and you can enjoy it, but it's not going to be the most satiating experience. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. Originally, I was under the guise that because it's being developed in this new era of Disney Star Wars, it's going to be canon. But my boy Crazy Black Man 108 told me that apparently this is just its own little one-off thing where they're going to modernize it, but they're not going to try to fit it into the new canon, which is a good thing in the sense that we have that story and it's going to remain intact for the most part, and that's fine. But it's kind of sad because, damn, Disney does not give a fuck about the Old Republic. Like, what the fuck? Anyways. All right. Oh, so we got the homie, the roasting of NeoGameSpark. Jesus Christ. We got a couple super chats from the homie John McKinney. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm one of the few who actually liked Mortal Kombat vs. DC, and I thought it was pretty damn violent for a T rating, but I think DC versus Street Fighter would have been a better match. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like if they were going to do something, it's got to be with fighting games that are like E to teen rating. When you start getting into the M rated territory, that's where you're going to have to tone things down. And yeah, in the case of Mortal Kombat vs. DC, they did what they could within those confines, but to me, it's kind of like nerfing Mortal Kombat, and nobody really wants Mortal Kombat to be nerfed. Okay. Here's how it would go for the story. M. Bison and Lex Luthor as the main villains for Street Fighter vs. DC. Shang Tsung, Younger, and Norman Osborn / Green Goblin as the main villains for Mortal Kombat vs. Marvel. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Oh, especially M. Bison and Lex Luthor. Like, that's a fucking match made in arrogant heaven. But yo, I really want to see them do more with Norman Osborn in this. Like, the thing about Norman Osborn is like, yo, I got love for Willem Dafoe. Even though his portrayal of Green Goblin was just Saturday morning cartoon villain type, the Norman Osborn that we got in the comics, people do not know how terrifying this man truly is. And the things that he has done, not as the Green Goblin, but as Norman Osborn. Like, he could literally be the best villain in the MCU if they were to ever do it. But obviously they care more about some weirder shit in the Spider-Man movies nowadays. But yeah, I would love for them to, because they have Norman Osborn in the Insomnia games, but they didn't really do too much with him. He is a character, he is. But to the extent where he's the main villain, I don't really think we're gonna get that. Probably until, I mean, maybe they'll do something in the sequel. Maybe they might set up something with Harry in the third game. Who knows? Because they kind of did seed it at the end of Spider-Man PS4. I gotta start calling that Spider-Man 2018 because it's on PS5 as well. All right. Oh, we got $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie J World. Who was a better strategic thinker, Light from Death Note or Lelouch from Code Geass? I would definitely say Lelouch. Light, my biggest problem with Light is, well, it's not really a problem with him per se, But Light as a character, you started to see his arrogance and his ego get the better of him as the series progressed, and he started making mistakes. And that's good because it showed that everybody is fallible and he's not just this god. That's one thing I really did like about his character. But as far as being a strategic thinker, I don't think that, like, there are some situations because of chance, Light finds his way to weasel himself out. Lelouch is playing this game as fucking chess, everything in the story. So I would definitely go for Lelouch. And that's coming from a person who just rewatched both of those series in the past year. Like, Light is a smart guy, but his intellect, his way of thinking is not... It's not that much better than the average person. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he can, like, draw on a paper all the events and what would happen in this scenario, and he could think about those things. But Lelouch, I feel like, would be the better person to come up with stuff on the fly, unless he truly gets fucked, which he kind of has gotten fucked a few times. But yeah, like, Light's emotions definitely got the best of him. Lulu all day, absolutely. Yo, Code Geass, if you guys have not watched it, that is a fucking awesome anime. Code Geass, guys. I believe it's still on Netflix. Light is too arrogant. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. We got a $1.99 super chat coming in from the homie James Lewis. What do you think about Tony Todd voicing Venom? Dude, you want to talk about perfect casting without even knowing that's perfect casting? Bro, when they came out and they said, yo, Tony Todd is voicing Venom, I literally just said, yes. That is just fantastic. Like, I love Tony Todd. I've loved Tony Todd since I saw the first Candyman movie. At a time where I really shouldn't have watched the first Candyman movie. I was not old enough to watch the first Candyman movie. But I've loved him ever since, and I'm so glad that he's just getting more and more recognition as he ages. And him voicing Venom. Did you guys see the video that he posted on his Instagram of him doing the We Are Venom? Dude, y'all gotta go check that out. I retweeted it earlier today. But bro, he literally, like, if you just close your eyes and you listen to his voice, he doesn't have to add any modifiers onto it, no type of distortion filters. That man is gonna kill it. He is gonna crush it, man. And one thing I'm really gonna love about Insomniac is they're gonna take Venom, who, as a character, I'm just gonna be honest, Venom has not been written that well outside of the comics. The times that we have seen him, it's just like, yeah, really, this is what y'all doing? So I'm excited to see what they do with him as a character. But here's the thing, and this is where it's going to get very interesting. Do y'all think they're going to do Eddie Brock? Or do y'all think they're going to make Harry Venom? I don't know. I feel like it can go one of two ways. They're not opposed to changing stuff in this new Spider-Man mythos. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Harry as Venom. There's a lot of things to speculate, man. We got a $5 super chat coming in from Flame. I played Tales of Arise for a little bit, but I had to step back. I think Scarlet Nexus is better combat off the bat. Story is pretty good, though, by the way. Oh, okay. Well, of course, I'll have to play that shit for myself to be the judge. But you know what? Here's the thing. I think I'll probably enjoy the Tales combat more just because Scarlet Nexus, I mean, the combat in Scarlet Nexus was fun, but anyone who's played Tales knows that combat does not compare. Like, the Tales combat gets pretty fucking deep once you start mixing in the mystic arts and the combo chains. Like, Scarlet Nexus is just one of those games where it's cool, but y'all could have done a little bit better. Have you seen the Redfall leak? Yeah, Cynthia, I did check out the Redfall leak earlier this morning, actually. And, you know, for those who are checking it out, just be advised it's from a pre-alpha build. It was a leak, so it's not something that's official. But for what it looks like, it's kind of what we all expected. It's a Borderlands-style co-op game, which is perfectly fine. That's absolutely what I wanted it to be when I heard Arcane was working on a co-op vampire title. Some people have compared it to Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood, but until we actually play it, we don't know for certainty. But I'm down for it, man. I'm down for it. I like the vibe from the first trailer. And the game's coming out next year, so we really don't have that much longer to wait to see actual gameplay and get our hands on it. And who knows? I mean, for all we know, it might get delayed. But yeah, man, I mean, just based off what we've seen, I'm on board. What are your thoughts on Boruto? I think they wrote the legacy characters terribly and didn't give us a chance to actually miss the OG characters like Inuyasha. So, speaking of Inuyasha, Yashahime, I mean, I don't try to hide the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of Boruto, but it's not just Boruto, but it's a lot of these sequel series. So Boruto, Yashahime, a lot of these things that are just trying to ape off of nostalgia. I mean, here's the thing. I don't mind you doing stories with older versions of the characters, maybe bring them back for a reunion special. That's cool. But when you involve their kids in the mix, you have to be a good writer. You have to make these characters compelling. And nothing that I've seen in Boruto is compelling to the point where I have to sit through years worth of content. That's my biggest issue. And what I always try to tell people, Naruto off the rip starts out great. One of its first arcs is arguably one of its best arcs. Boruto, it's just I'm watching this and I'm like, this is fuck nigga adventures for kids. That's literally what it is. And then people say, no, you got to get 3 years into Boruto. That's when it picks up. Like, no, we are not fucking doing that. Sure, y'all might enjoy the manga and that's fun. But my whole thing is, why do we have to keep relying on OGs to prop up the series? Like, yo, this Naruto Sasuke shit is hyping. No, the series is Boruto, not Boruto's father coming in here and saving the show in certain scenes. That's my main issue. They don't really be writing these stories that great. And I mean, listen, if y'all are enjoying this shit, more power to you, that's fine. But if you're going to come out with a sequel series to Naruto immediately after it ends, like, you gotta, man, listen. And it's the same thing for Yashahime. Honestly, I feel like Yashahime is worse than Boruto. Because at least with Boruto, you get some cool shit every now and then. Yashahime, you don't get none of that. You don't give a fuck about any of these characters, except for one. That's Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter. She's cool. She's really awesome. But she's not even a main player compared to the other characters. In addition to that, they destroy the legacy of the older characters. They do something really fucked up, and it's damn near close to pedophile territory. And it's like, really? This is what you brought Inuyasha back for? This is what you brought Inuyasha back for? Dude, they brought Inuyasha back. They made all the characters deadbeat parents. Shishomaru's a fucking pedophile. Like, man. There's a reason why Rumiko Takahashi doesn't talk about it. She's like, oh yeah, it's a thing. I'm telling you, like, there's a reason why nobody on the timeline is talking about Yashahime. Yashahime is some fuck shit, bro. It's bad. Dude, it's bad. So literally, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but the way Inuyasha ended, it ended off so perfectly. Happy ending for those characters. And then you're telling me fast forward all these years, these characters are forced to abandon their children and we don't even know what the fuck happened to the characters at all? No, what the fuck? Like, oh. It's ridiculous, dude. It is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking fanfiction. That's what it is. How do you take a legendary anime like Inuyasha and do this? All right, let's see. So let's see. We have a 279 super chat coming in from Colin, my boy. What do you think makes a film age well over time? So this is it's kind of like a multifaceted question, Colin. So it depends on the context. So if you're talking about in terms of superficial things like CGI, camera work, things like that, obviously there are going to be films that are a product of their time. Like, for example, I just rewatched The Matrix recently for the first time in like a decade. And there were a couple of things in that movie that didn't age that well and nowadays could be like seen as very corny because, you know, it's been every movie tried to be The Matrix after The Matrix came out. But there's a lot of things that really do hold up. So for me, if you can film the movie as practical as you can, that's what holds up very well. If you rely on CG for every single thing, like I'm talking every single thing, it doesn't really stand the test of time. And I think the best example of that is Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg. That movie had a mix of everything going on, a mix of animatronics, a mix of all the things you would need to make a movie that impressive in the 90s. And it's aged very well, even better than all the movies that have come out since then. And honestly, I'd go so far as to say it's going to age so much better than the new ones they've been putting out, the Jurassic World movies. They just don't seem that impressive because they're like, listen, well, it's easier for us to do everything in CG. So if you could be as practical as possible, that's pretty good. In addition to that, everything else that goes into making a film. So how are you when it comes to framing shots, in terms of the writing of the movie, the story? Do you rely too heavily on making this film for, you know, the pop culture territory? So if you insert things, it's like certain vernacular that people say nowadays, but you know, like sometimes movies just insert things because it's a meme and you know, people don't talk like that. Like, I'm not a big fan when movies do that. Like, sure, it's making it known that it takes place in the modern day, but people 50 years from now are going to be like, people really talk like that? And I understand it can be because it's a product of the time. I get that. But yeah, I think just if you go into it making a movie in a bubble and this is the story you want to tell, to me, that holds up a lot more than what you're trying to chase. Like if someone's trying to chase, like I mentioned earlier, Matrix, if you're trying to be like the Matrix and you're trying to do everything slow-mo, if you're trying to do the shaky cam thing, if you're trying to do all these things, I don't think those films age well at all. But other than that, everything comes down to just basic fundamentals of being a good movie, you know? I think games kind of have more of an issue as far as age is concerned. Because, yeah, you can sit through an old movie or an old TV show, but if you try to sit through an old video game with them controls, like try playing the original GoldenEye. If you've never played GoldenEye, you're going to want to throw your controller out the window. All right. Oh, we have a 1999 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Thank you so much, brother. What do you think of the chances of Larry Elder becoming governor of California? I'd say it's 50-50. The best advice I can give is do not get complacent. Remember, we all laughed at Trump and Arnold, and look what happened. Yeah, so we're going to dive into politics for a little bit. Yeah, Larry Elder has made a compelling case on, you know, because there's the recall election going on in California with Gavin Newsom. And, you know, he's very much so trying to be the anti-Gavin Newsom, and that's his entire platform. And, you know, here's the thing. At first, when I saw he was running, I didn't really think he has a chance because, like, let's just be honest. There's just some places where Republicans are not going to win, just like there are some places where Democrats aren't going to win. And New York and California are some of those places. So I knew, like, all right, yeah, we'll see what happens, Larry Elder. Okay. But when I see more and more people on, like, one thing you notice is that if someone is saying that don't vote for this person, don't vote for this person, don't vote for this person, part of me is led to believe that they actually see them as a threat. So when I start seeing just like random people I follow who live in California saying, don't vote no on recall, don't vote for people like Larry Elder, that leads me to believe that they are making a compelling case. Now, I don't know exactly how much of a compelling case, because remember, Twitter is a bubble. People think it runs the world. It doesn't. So I can't say for certain. I don't live in California. I don't know how it is over there. But just based off of history, I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen. But at the same time, crazier things have happened, man. Crazier things have happened. We've gotten Trump before. We had Arnold. So yeah, it is what it is, and it all comes down to the people of California and what they want. I mean, but honestly, I don't think he's really going to be there. He's going to be able to accomplish much. You get what I'm saying? Like, for the time that he is going to be there, he's not going to be able to fix all the shit that is a problem. And then he's got to deal with another election as well. So, I don't know. But again, I live all the way in New York, so I can't call that. Only the people of California can call that. So anyone who's a Californian in the chat, what do you guys think of that whole situation? Okay. Boruto is the epitome of mid. Inuyasha finally made a decision. I knew he'd pick Kagome. It's obvious your ex, your girlfriend that looks like your ex, not trying to kill you. Dude, Malik, that's what I've been saying. And that's one of my biggest slights against the show. I hated the whole Inuyasha, Kikyo, and Kagome dynamic. I hated it. And it was so fucking funny because Bro, that shit persisted for damn near the entire series. And I'm just gonna be real. If I was in Kagome's shoe, like Kagome is the side chick for the entirety of the show. The entirety of the show until Kikyo finally kicks the bucket. Finally, cockroach. But yo, it's just so sad. Like, would you really want to be in a relationship with somebody who could not get over their ex for like almost 200 episodes? I'd feel some type of way. I'd be sitting there like Will Smith entanglement face. Ugh. Mm-mm-mm. Side chick for life. That's a fact. What things do you want to keep or change for the KOTOR remake? I'm excited and nervous. Ooh, so I actually think I'm gonna do a whole stream on this, Dark Mando, because there's a lot I can get into. But off the rip, I would not be opposed to them changing the entire gameplay style. I wouldn't be opposed to them making it kind of like a hybrid thing that we saw in Mass Effect, where yeah, you can play it as a shooter, but you have the moments where you slow it down and you do your commands. I'm not sure how that would work in the sense that, you know, because Star Wars is very much so like lightsabers all up in your face and all that stuff. But I think it can work in the sense that, you know, you have characters that have different weapons and different play styles, and you can do that. It's just the problem. It's the problem I run into, like I did with the Final Fantasy VII remake. Because with the Final Fantasy VII remake, going into it, I was like, all right, y'all are making this an action RPG. That means every single character is going to have their own unique play style. How is that going to work? How are you going to juggle that? And then they fucking did it. And that's what gave me so much more excitement for it, because you still had the moments where you can slow down time and execute your abilities and commands, right? But it was very much so, it kept the action up. And I think if they adopt that style for KOTOR and they make it like a Western version of Final Fantasy VII, I think it can really work. But are they going to do that? That's the thing. Maybe they might lean into it being too traditional. I don't know, but it's one of those things where like we would have to sit down and first off have everybody play this game to understand what it is, and then take the bits and pieces that work. Like the story and the narrative, you don't really have to change. You can maybe change how it's presented in some respects, but the gameplay, that is going to be the biggest thing, because it was very, very going back and playing KOTOR, it's very clunky. Do you think it's... Wow, we're getting a lot of KOTOR questions. Shout out to Star Wars. Do you think it's good or bad that the KOTOR remake is PlayStation exclusive? I just think it's business. I think it's really funny that my PlayStation poached a game that was originally a Microsoft exclusive. Like, KOTOR never released on PlayStation, y'all. So the fact that PlayStation was so proactive and like, yo, we're getting this KOTOR remake, we don't give a fuck, that is fucking hilarious. Because I thought out of all companies, Microsoft would be the one to be like, yo, listen, we're partnering with Lucasfilm Games, we got Indiana Jones, and then boom, KOTOR's back, baby. Y'all have wanted it for 20 years, KOTOR. But then PlayStation scooped up and got it. I'm like, oh no. But yeah, like I always say, man, if y'all want to play the KOTOR remake and you don't have a PC, y'all just better get to buying that PlayStation, because the way it's looking right now, I mean, bare minimum year and a half, 2 years, depending, you know? Have you signed up for Microsoft Rewards yet? You can get your Game Pass for free by simply using Bing. Yeah, I've been signed up for Microsoft Rewards. I do my daily Bing quizzes and stuff to get points. And if you guys haven't already, and you do have an Xbox, use the Microsoft Rewards system. You get discounts off of games with all your points. You can get, like, I think $10 off if you're really diligent with it. You can get a lot of shit, man. That's awesome. Did you see the Hulk license plate in the Wolverine trailer? Do you take that as a nod to his first appearance, or do you think it could be foreshadowing a fight versus Hulk? I mean, I don't know. The jury is still out, man. We just got to wait a couple of years to see what they do. We just got to see, man. I would love for them to have a Hulk fight, and if they keep that shit a secret, that'd be fucking awesome. Because, yo, Hulk is a part of Wolverine's history, man. We need that shit. And then that would confirm that we're really doing a Marvel game universe. That right there. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, dude, check out the Microsoft reward system, bro. Like it's really dope. Like you get points for everything. You get points for playing games, you get points for getting achievements, for doing these daily quizzes. I mean, obviously I'm sure that's Microsoft's way of like fueling their metrics and everything. But it's cool because you gain stuff as a consumer. That's the best part about it. Could you imagine being born in the sand village? Those guys living in the desert with no tans must be rough on their skin. Man, I mean, I would say, what about the people that live in fucking New Mexico, man? Sam, you can speak on that. It's kind of like the sand village, right? It's kind of like the sand village a bit. But nah, man, could you imagine? Yo, I would not, man. Some of these villages in Naruto, Jesus Christ. I do love how there's a village full of black people, though. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. I would not want to live in Konoha, man. Those niggas is racist, bro. How the fuck does your leader sacrifice his whole family to protect the village and y'all are going to bastardize his son? Don't y'all fucking do that. That's fucking terrible. You guys, listen, when I went back and I rewatched Naruto and I saw the village getting destroyed, every single time I'm just like, they deserve it. What's your gamer score on Xbox? My gamer score, like I said, because I play on multiple platforms and there was a period where I did not play Xbox for close to 10 years. So my gamer score is like 26,000. It's not a lot compared to everybody else out there. Like my boy Gore, I think his gamer score is like 275,000, something along those lines. But yeah, my gamer score is only 26,000. And it's been boosted a couple thousand just in like the past year of gaming on Xbox. So nothing to write home about. And I'm not really a person that hunts for like achievements or trophies. So I literally just unlock them by playing the game. I mean, every now and then I'll like, if there's something that says, complete all the side missions in this quadrant. And if it's really fun, I'll do that. But I don't really chase trophies and achievements. It's not my cup of tea. They slow for not figuring out Naruto is related to Minato. Carbon copy. Dude, that's an example of what I say about Kishimoto not being that great of a writer. Because honestly, I don't even think he had much of an idea of what he wanted to do with the fourth Hokage or the lengths that he wanted to go until he actually had to do it. You know? Because there's a lot of things in Naruto, when you look at it in the full context, it doesn't really make sense. It's like, wait, why is this and that? And just comes down to being, not everybody could be Oda. That's all I can say. This dude Oda probably was like eating breakfast one morning 20 years ago. And he's like, all right, I'm going to seed this into my story. And these dudes ain't going to know anything about it until 2021. Hey, what's up, Rise Up? Oh, dude. Yo, you got to let me know your thoughts on that Spider-Man remaster, bro. It's a really good game, man. All right, $4.99 from John McKinney. My choice for Norman Osborn / the Green Goblin has been Jason Isaacs. Also, if Doctor Doom is introduced, I'd love to see Daniel Craig play him. Yeah, I remember we were talking about that shit last summer, like casting choices. And dude, Jason Isaacs would be a great pick. Absolutely. I mean, I'm still in the weirdo camp. Who I would love to see Matthew McConaughey play Norman Osborn and Timothy Chalamet. You know that dude. The one white guy who's not Tom Holland. I would love to see him play Harry Osborn, but my whole thing is this, John. I think you can agree with me on it. I don't want them to waste these actors. I don't want them to waste them, bro. Because the thing is, like, imagine we do get Jason Isaacs as Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. They're gonna fucking waste it, man. They're gonna waste it. They're not gonna write him as he should be. That's what's gonna kill me the most. Cause it's like, yo, we can get like, I don't know how we get Wenwu played by Tony Leung and they write his character so well, and then we're just looking over at the Spider-Man movies, and outside of fucking Vulture and Mysterio, all these characters is written like trash, bro. Trash. And the worst part about Vulture and Mysterio is that they're connected to Tony Stark. I'm like, they can't just be their own independent contractors? Like, man. Ugh. We gonna come in if, oh my god, if they introduce Norman Osborn, he's somehow related to Tony Stark. I swear to God, I'm done with this shit, bro. Oh. Timothy Chalamet as Robin in the Matt Reeves universe. What do you guys think? He'd be a dope pick. Yo, I want to see a Spider-Man movie done by Matt Reeves, man. He just do a straight up Norman Osborn origin, bro. Dane DeHaan can do a Goblin laugh, so yeah, but I don't think they're gonna bring him back. They already brought back a lot of people for No Way Home. I honestly believe Xbox achievements should have a rework. When I get an achievement, I'm like, oh, cool. Anyways, I move on. I wish there was something that made getting achievements worth it. Well, I mean, that's the thing, Miss. That's kind of the problem with trophies as well. But the thing about trophies and what they have over achievements is that you have the platinums to go for. So you have a platinum that's like, oh, yes, this is a sign of pride. I wish, like, Xbox had their own... I think, Sam, if you're still watching, bro, I remember you made a video, like, almost 10 years ago, if not 10 years ago, where you were saying like how Xbox can improve the achievement system, and you were saying like after you 100% a game, you have like a complete badge or something like that. I would like them to do that. I wish Nintendo had something. Sam, listen, when are you gonna learn to stop asking for things from Nintendo? Bro, we can't even message our friends on Switch. Dude, imagine Sam and I met when we were playing like Mario Kart or something. There is no way in the world that I could have this man on as my friend and be like, yo, like, let's say Sam is playing, I don't know, Octopath Traveler. And I'll be like, I can like text him on Switch, like, hey, you want to play Mario Kart real quick? We cannot fucking do that, bro. Like, this is what kills me the most. There are people who I met playing Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit on 360 in 2008. We voice chatted on that game. We added each other as friends, and we're still friends to this day. How the fuck can you do that with Nintendo, bro? This is what kills me. And they charge money. I mean, I respect the hustle, though. I respect the fucking hustle. I do. Because if I ran a business and I could get by with the bare minimum and people gonna eat it up, oh. Yeah, I mean, because Xbox, they do have a ranking system for achievements where it's like, who gained the most achievement points this month. They do have that, but they don't have, like I said, their own version of like platinum trophies. I met people on the DS MySpace group. Oh my god. You know what the thing is, Sam? I was around for the MySpace days, but I never made a MySpace, bro. Because none of my friends in my circle, we had MySpaces. Because MySpace was always like, in my school, only the cool kids used MySpace. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to play my Nintendo Wii. No, this is way before that. No, I was on my GameCube back then when MySpace was popping. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do that shit, bro. By the time I started to get on social media, I think I made a Facebook account in 2007. That was the first time I ever got on social. Well, I mean, unless you count YouTube. But social media wise, Facebook in 2007. Picto chat, how I got all the girls in first grade. Oh, look at this, my man. Okay. Oh yeah, them diamond achievements. The rare achievements are nice, but I mean, I don't know. They still achievements. We got a $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie J World. How is dating in New York? All the chicks from New York that have migrated here to North Carolina act mad masculine. So here's the thing, J World, and I think that just might be a New Yorker trait, or I'm sorry, my accent has to come out. The New Yorker trait, because that's the thing over here, man. Especially if you date a girl who live in any of the 5 boroughs, particularly the Bronx. First off, avoid women from the Bronx. That's just how it is. Like, cause you gotta, first off, living in New York, you gotta, oh my God, it just came out again. You gotta be tough just cause everyone here is a fucking asshole for the most part. And that's how it is. Like everybody, for some reason, they just be acting confrontational on some level. So I can see why they be acting mad masculine just based off of living in New York. But yeah, man, honestly, you just gotta, it's just like going fishing, man. You go fishing, you feel a bite, it's feeling pretty good. But if it's really strong and you don't want to put that much effort, sometimes you just gotta let it go, man. Sometimes you gotta let it go, bro. New New York kind of gives tough skin vibe. Yeah, it does. I mean, just living here in general, I be getting pissed off at the dumbest things. Well, I mean, it's not the dumbest things. Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm 6'4", so obviously I got long legs, so I move. Like, the steps that it takes me, for someone who's half my height, it might take double, right? So for me, I'm just kind of the person where if I got somewhere to go, I'm just haul assing, man. So people say, yo, you walk too fast, bro. I was like, no, I'm just trying to move places, man. That's it. So when I see people that are just like walking so slow and they're in a very like densely populated area, space, that shit gets on my fucking nerves, bro. The motto of New York is literally, welcome to New York, walk faster. That's how it is, man. It's just move, man. Especially if it's like this is why I hate going to Times Square. Because Times Square obviously is filled with a lot of tourists. So when like Jason knows this because Jason's also a tall person. So when we're walking in Times Square, we're haul assing, we're moving. And then there's just people there who just stop in the middle of the fucking sidewalk. Like, why are you stopping? If you want to look at something, go to the side of the sidewalk, not where it's all this traffic. Like, Jesus, bro. Ugh. Can you see the 9/11 memorial? Oh, I've been there before. I went there a couple years back. $10 super chat from the amazing JD. Sorry it's taking so long to get you back. Anyway, Neo, you're the best. What do you recommend I play on Xbox? I'm bored as fuck right now. Oh, my man, Jason. Well, thanks for the super chat, my friend. And as far as game recommendations, oh, man, you see, that's the beauty of Xbox, bro. You kind of have a little bit of everything with Game Pass. If you haven't played, again, I'm just throwing out general recommendations here. But if you haven't played Nier Automata, please do. Nier Automata is an awesome game, and it's worth everybody checking out. If you haven't tried out the Yakuza series, that's another time sink you can play. And yeah, just in general, man, if there's something that catches your eye and it looks cool, try it out. I mean, the worst you're going to lose out is bandwidth, unless you have a bandwidth cap, then that's a problem. But yeah, if there's anything you find interesting, just shoot me a text and I'll let you know if I played it. But yeah, anyone else here who has Game Pass, y'all have any recommendations? Aren't you in the suburbs? Yeah, man, I live in the suburbs, but you know, when you live in New York, you always spend time in the city. So I spent like half my time living here, and then when I got old enough to actually pay for train tickets, I would always take trips to the city. So it's just in your blood, you know? Because when you have access to the city by like a 35-minute train ride, you just go, man. Nier Automata is better than Replicant? Oh, absolutely, yeah. Nier Replicant is cool, but it's Nier Automata is so much better. Replicant's good, Flame, but I wouldn't classify it on the same level as Automata. Yeah, everyone throw out like Game Pass recommendations because there's some people here who want to check it out. I love a Cold's like Nier Automata is a masterpiece. All caps. Let's see. NKDN said something. Downtown New York can be weird sometimes, so I heard. My sister's friend lives in New York and she's always carrying a knife to defend herself. Well, yeah, that's the thing about living in New York. Depending on where you live, it can be a little sketchy, especially if you are a woman. So I mean, I would not be surprised. But I mean, for the most part, if you're going around the city and you don't go into sketchy areas, you gonna be aight. Like, you don't have any fears going through like Times Square, like all the touristy stuff. You're fine. When you start getting into like the areas where people actually live, you know, it just comes down to being safe wherever you go, you know, because shit can happen wherever and whenever, you know. You should just carry a knife regardless. I agree. Always carry something to defend yourself with. Have you played Yakuza 0, Jason? Hey, J-Dub, what you doing, bro? How you been, man? Just stopped by to support you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, I know you've been having fun over these past couple days, bro. I know you've been having fun, man. I saw you post up on, I forgot who commented this shit. You and that damn gif of that one black guy smiling, man. It had me in tears. It was something about Halo Infinite's cult. Oh, yeah. It was, I think you were replying to somebody who said, damn, like, I wish Spider-Man had co-op, and then you said something like, yeah, hey, I wish Halo Infinite had co-op too. I was dying, bro. I was like, oh no, this man's being messy on Saturday. Oh, Jesus. Man, JW messy. Oh yeah, Baltimore's pretty bad, bro. When I went to Otakon a few years back, now mind you, Otakon, like we were in, where was Otakon held that time? Because they changed it recently. But it was, I believe, in downtown Baltimore. And yo, there were like some alleys where, like right near our hotel, and like I said, our hotel was like in the heart of the city. There were like some alleys that were mad sketch, bro. Mad sketch. And they always tell tourists, like you know, sometimes when you're going to conventions in places you haven't lived, how they'll be like, is this area safe to travel? And they would always say like, travel with a group, things like that. But then depending on where it is, like somebody said, there was a convention held in Times Square, and someone said, is Times Square safe? And they said, well, Times Square is really safe, but make sure you have a group of people with you at all times. I'm like, what? Do you know how blinding it is being in Times Square? Like, yo, but yeah, like for places like Baltimore in DC, yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. One of my friends, he used to do security detail in Baltimore, and he would just trade stories with me every time I go to Otakon. Dude, it was wild. Do you think Cyberpunk will come to Game Pass since no one's gonna buy it again? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think Microsoft wants to spend any more money on that game. They already took a major L marketing that title. They thought that was gonna be like their Series X launch game, because they didn't have Halo last year. So they're thinking, yo, we got to get something. Let's get the marketing rights to Cyberpunk. We got this, bro. And then it just, like, I don't think they want to spend any more money. Like, if anything, I feel as if whenever Cyberpunk is fixed in the next 5 years, I feel like they got to pay Microsoft to put that shit on Game Pass. Because I don't think Microsoft wants to spend a couple $1 million to put the next gen launch version on Game Pass. And for what? You know, and for what? It's not like Cyberpunk has really been lighting the world on fire. I mean, yeah, it did really well in the beginning, but no one's talking about it like that. No one's buying it. You don't see it charting. Like, yeah, there was an uptick in sales when they put it back on the PlayStation Store, but since then, like, no one's out there buying it. Like, the most press I've seen for Cyberpunk is two things. One, when it was on sale for $10 at Best Buy, and two, when there was that new patch that came out and they said it like damn near broke the game. It took out more NPCs. I think they said it like the fucking daytime. I was like, how? Bro, this next gen patch was supposed to be out. Bro, this game is such a finesse. Like, I know people who play it on PC, they chilling. But man, if you have that shit on consoles, bro, you fucked. $2 super chat coming in from Flame. Cyberpunk truly is, without a doubt, Game Pass fodder. Fact. If they put Cyberpunk on Game Pass, J-Dub, if you're still watching, I will come out and tweet, this is Game Pass fodder. Get it off the service. Get it off. I'm not here for any of the hot takes about, you know, after 3 years of patches, Cyberpunk is a great game. I'm not here for the hot takes. Random question, but do you think it's wrong for people to monetize videos covering the death of a celebrity? So here's the thing. On the one hand, yeah, I think it is kind of weird if you're getting on here and you're just saying, like, you know, let's take Kobe, for example, because Kobe was like the last celebrity death that really affected me. If you got on here and you made a video talking about, like, you know, Kobe Bryant passed away or Robin Williams passed away, I feel some type of way if you get on here and you do a standalone video talking about that. I feel weird making money off of it, since most of the time, you know, if it's someone who means a lot to you, I can't feel good monetizing it and making money. I can't. If it's something that, like, let's just say you're doing a podcast and you have a segment where you're talking about them and that's a segment, I'm okay with it. Which is why I'm kind of like when news stations report the news and they do tributes and all that stuff. Obviously, they're getting paid for that shit. That's fine. But when I see like these grifters online, when I see these people who just get on here and like, they might not even care about these celebrities, but they get on here to make their money, and they just like they think that they're reporters when they're really not. Whereas a reporter is, you know, getting all the news, getting it up to date, keeping people informed. And then you just have these people come on here and they're just like, you know, when Satoru Iwata died, I didn't monetize that video. I didn't. I couldn't do that. I couldn't. And then when I see someone who just comes on here and they're just talking about it, and then I see that like the ads and the promos and the sponsorships, and like I forgot who it was, a random YouTuber. I don't know the name. I don't even know if they still make videos, but there was a few years ago, there was a celebrity death, and they were on there and they did a video just talking about, wow, this person really died and they really affected me. And then they went into a sponsor segment in that video. And I was like, the fuck? Like that shit was just weird, dude. That was weird. So me personally, I'm not a fan of it, but who am I to judge what other people do? I'm not going to tell people what to do with their damn lives, you know? All we can do is just look at what people do and just make up our own opinions on whether or not we want to support them. What is something you know now that you wish you learned 10 years ago? This is going to sound cliche, but one thing I wish I knew 10 years ago is just to not really worry too much about what other people think of you, or don't change yourself too much into what other people think you should be. That's not to say I was like really influenced by trends or stuff like that, but there was a period in my life in my like late teens, early 20s, you know, as you're figuring yourself out in the world, where, you know, I was just trying to figure out like where I could fit in on what I was doing. And, you know, I started to change things about myself when I was meeting people, and I realized that, you know, that's not the, oh, I missed your super chat, Colin. I'm so sorry, bro. I got you in a second, bro. I got you in a second. I just realized that, you know, I was spending time trying to be somebody who I thought other people would like, and I didn't like how I felt, and I just still never fit in with those people at the end of the day. So at some point, you know, in my early 20s, I was like, yo, fuck this shit, bro. I don't need to hang out with these people. I'm just going to do me. And if I have a small circle of people and that's what it's meant to be, that's what it's meant to be. And the crazy thing is, in the past like 7-8 years that I've been doing that, my life has been so good, so much better. And I've met amazing people from different walks of life out here in the real and online, like all of you people. Like a lot of you guys, we've known each other since 2008. This is fucking insane. It's insane. And, you know, we never really tried to change much of who we are. And a lot of y'all have actually met up with in the real, like Amazing JD. Like we just fucking saw Suicide Squad a few weeks ago, you know, and we made it like an annual tradition to see movies. And that would have never happened if I changed who I was because I thought that's what I need to be for other people. You know, just that whole concept of trying to fit in and being ridiculed by people because you don't fit in. It's like, who the fuck cares, man? Who, at the end of the day, we're here for a long, God willing, we're here for a long time. Why are we spending so much time trying to please other people instead of trying to please ourselves? And that's it, man. That's it. All right, but back to my boy Colin with his 279 super chat. I'm sorry I missed this, bro. My bad. What annoys you the most while driving? Oh, yes. So first things first, and I will talk about this because I just got hit by my dumbass neighbor. People who can't fucking drive. That's it. I am a firm believer in if I ever had a seat of power anywhere, whether it's local, county, governor, president, supreme overworld ruler of the world, I would make the driving test harder in America because it is so they're handing out these licenses like fucking candy, bro. And I would make it so every couple of years y'all gotta retake the driver's test because the way some of these people driving, like my dumbass neighbor, for example, and my window is open, so if she's listening, she can hear it. The fact that you, with all this space to back up, you hit a parked car. With all this damn space, you hit a parked car. I can't stand it. I can't stand that. In addition to that, people who like yo, for example, like listen, I know we all like to speed on the highway, especially if there's open road and everything, but just the dudes who be like let's say for example, we got 3 lanes, right? We got the slow lane / exit lane, got the medium lane, then we got the fast lane, right? The dudes who, you know, they got like the supercars, the muscle cars, we're all going like, let's say 65 miles an hour, which is not a lot. But the reason why we're all going 65 is because there's not a lot of space because there's a lot of cars. So, you know, you can't go anything above that. But these dudes who would just be speeding through and maneuvering through all these cars like they think they're in Fast and Furious, like, bro, we're all going to get there at the same fucking time. Like, what do you save? 30 seconds? If that, man. And the risk that comes with potentially crashing your car and hurting other people, because I don't care about if people are speeding and they hurt themselves, that's on them. Like, you shouldn't be fucking speeding. But the fact that they can hurt other people, that's what bothers me the most. So those type of like asshole dipshits I can't stand. But yeah, other than that, man, I mean, there's not too much else that bothers me about driving. I mean, like, yeah, there's things that annoy me, like people who drive really slow in a 1 lane. That's the worst. But you get over that. The people who don't use their blinkers, that's irritating as hell, but you get over that. But yeah, just dumbasses on the road all around. That's what I've noticed the most. Hey, Mav, what's going on, brother? Oh, he came in at a good time. If you got to be someone else to make other people happy, you lose out on making yourself happy. Absolutely, brother. Thank you for coming to the stream, man. Oh, we got Tekken Jin in the chat as well. Oh, we got a lot of people. We got Reed94. That's what's up. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. If y'all are enjoying the stream, make sure y'all hit that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. We are at 67 likes. Can we get to 69 likes? Can we get to 69 likes so we can all collectively say nice? We got 2 super chats coming in. Let's see. Well, what's up to all the new people joining? What's up? Yeah, news outlets are another thing because that's their job. I feel like channels like Complicast 2 and Double Toasted profit off of the death of others. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I listen, like I said, channels, they gonna do their own thing. That's fine. But, I mean, it's one thing if, let's say, okay. When Chadwick Boseman died, I saw a lot of YouTube channels posting video after video after video after video. And I'm just like, why? What? You can't put down this superhero cape shit for 2 seconds? Like, you can't sit here. Like, I saw someone said Chadwick Boseman is dead. And then the next day, what is Marvel going to do with Black Panther 2? And then the next day, what I think Marvel should do with Black Panther 2. And then the next day. Like, bro, you could have just done one video saying, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. There's a time and place to talk about the future of the MCU, but I don't think we need to be doing that right now. Let's celebrate this man's life. But when you got people who do that shit, bro, I'm numb. I'm so numb. Like, this man just died, and people are coming here saying, what are they gonna do with Black Panther 2? Who the fuck cares about Black Panther 2? Like, dude, I still can't believe he's gone. All right, so super chats. We have 999 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. The rehabilitation of George W. Bush is starting to piss me off. He was the worst president ever. He gave us Donald Trump, and W should have been impeached for the Patriot Act and war crimes. Well, I mean, that's the thing, bro. And not just to rag on George W. Bush, because this is with all presidents. Everyone has revisionist history, especially if the person that's coming in is not as bad as the one before. that's how it is. There's just this romanticization of it. And like I said, it's not a slight against George W. Bush, because I feel like all US presidents have done some fucked up shit. Even Obama, which it's funny how now people are coming around to the fact that, Obama did a lot of spooky shit. I'm like, yeah. But it happens all the time because we as a country live in the society of lesser of two evils. That's what it comes down to. It's like with Biden, when Biden was coming in, I was very much so vocal, like, yo, listen, this Biden man is not what everybody thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if you wanted to look at it between the two, I can see why some people preferred him over Trump. But that doesn't mean Biden is a saint. But everyone said it doesn't matter if he's a saint, it doesn't matter this, it doesn't matter that. And now they're starting to see it with some of his policies. And it's like, this is what happens, y'all. The lesser of two evils lands us in this situation every single. That's how people become apathetic. That's how people just don't want to vote anymore. Because when they sound the warning signs, people are like, well, it doesn't matter. We got to do this. It's like, it's politics. It's politics in a nutshell, bro. But yeah, it's sad, John McKinney. It's sad. Like, I can understand separating the person from the policies, but the person is the one who enacted the policy. So how could you really separate it? Like, $2 super chat coming in from Flame. I don't need a speed limit. I got family. Stricter laws don't do much. Here in Maryland, we have strict rules and some of the worst drivers. Oh no, that's a constant, Sam. Obviously, enacting more rules is not going to guarantee it. I'm still going to do it though, because I want the repercussions. More penalties. That's what I want. That's what I want. Like the fact that lady backed into my car when there was literally no feasible way that she should have backed into my car, I'd be like, no, revoke that fucking license. That ain't a mistake. That ain't a mistake. It's one thing if it's bumper to bumper, like you're trying to squeeze into a spot and you hit a car, I can understand that. But with that much space, oh man, I'd be like, nope, that license, give it to me. That's it, bro. And she said, I was distracted by the trucks in this. You were, what? If you are driving, why are you distracted? That makes no sense. Waiting on my Tails package. Okay, I see you. And speaking of Tails, shout out to the homie Bobby GC Plugs with a $5 super chat. I'm seeing 72 likes over here. Yo, at least buy Tales of Arise, bro. Support the franchise. I will. You know me. But Bobby, you know me, bro. You know me. I went in for this franchise. You remember the videos I used to make. I'll always be there to support it. But you know what the good thing is now? We got a lot of people who are supporting it because we spread the love, Bobby. We spread the love for Tails. And now we got a bunch of people coming in here. I'm seeing a lot of Xbox dudes buying Tails. I'm like, yo, you did this. You got it. I could now. Where's that Thanos quote? What did he say? He said, what did he say? He said, and now what did he say? I can relax and sit back and watch a peaceful world, something along those lines. That's how I feel not buying Tails day one, because everyone else is doing it for me. Oh God. Yeah, you see, yo, man, people, they doing their thing. They doing their thing. I think the funniest thing about the whole Bernie Sanders being president is like, I don't mind Bernie Sanders being president if people actually go out and vote for them. But it's like Joe Rogan said, it's like people are louder and more vocal about Bernie Sanders on Twitter than they do at the polls. Like I remember I saw somebody say they were like all gung-ho about Bernie. They're going to vote for Bernie and they didn't vote for Bernie when they were supposed to. And I'm like, that's how it is. Because most of politics is literally just people on Twitter, armchair activists. And most of them don't even vote in their local elections. And I'm like, you guys do know voting locally affects a lot of the stuff in your day to day. But they're like, wait, what? Yeah. Colin's like, damn, a lot of political questions tonight. I'm loving this though, to be honest. Yeah. Every now and then we talk about everything on these streams, man. Thank you, Avanti. I can rest as I watch the sun set on a grateful universe. Hey, Toma, what's going on, bro? What's going on? All right, let's see. I'm torn with Biden. Afghanistan was a train wreck, but I agree with mandating the fuck out of this vaccine. And that's the thing, what it comes down to. I'm like, that's why I'm never gung-ho about a politician. Never. Because they're always going to do something that I do not agree with fundamentally. Always. But, all these people out there, like, getting fucking tattoos and shit. Like y'all too far gone. Y'all too far gone. Okay, we got a 1999 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Thank you so much, brother. You're the best. Do you think the Democrats are learning the wrong lessons from 2020 and haven't learned the lessons from 2016? Joe Biden only beat Donald Trump because of COVID. If COVID hadn't happened, Donald Trump would have gotten reelected. Okay, so you said 1 out of 3, so I'm assuming you're typing other stuff. So, okay, here's the thing. And listen, I clown everybody. I clown Democrats. I clown Republicans. But I clown Democrats the most because they are the most performative. They're the ones who are always the loudest on everything. And it becomes insufferable, right? And, you know, the Republicans are getting like that too. But it's literally, they're just like, okay, Biden's elected and that's it. Everything is good. Woohoo. We beat the darkness and all that. And I'm like, you guys do know what happens with midterm elections, right? This happens all the time. But they think that, oh no, there's no way we can do this. There's no way we can lose until they can actually lose. Like Hillary Clinton. People are like, yo, Hillary, even me, I was like, yeah, Hillary Clinton's probably going to beat Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck it, we'll see. And then election night happened and everyone was like, oh boy. So yeah, I think honestly, it could happen. I would not be surprised if midterms happen and then 2024, it flips again. It's very much so possible because that's what happens. To relate it to the gaming world, you guys, PlayStation was at the top of their game with the PS1, the PS2, and they went with the PS3 thinking, hey, listen, we're Sony. We're the shit. We can launch a $600 console and you guys are going to buy it. There were executives coming out there and saying that, yo, you guys got to get second jobs to buy a PlayStation because it's going to be worth it. That's real. I'm not making it up. Look it up. And all this shit. And then look what fucking happened. The PS3 was a disaster for the first 3 years. And in the end, it did end up beating the 360. But let's be honest. All the best things we love about the PS4 were because of the 360. And then look what happened with the 360. Microsoft was top of their game. Xbox Live is the best service around. We're like killing the game in our multi-plats. Xbox One rolls around. You see what happens. So yeah, you know, it's just always like, don't underestimate the underdog, but also don't ever think that you're better than the people that put you there, because they will, with the drop of a hat, vote you out or choose to vote for somebody else. And in this case, there were a lot of people who had 360s that did not like the way Xbox was running things with the One, and they bought PlayStation 4s. It'll happen. All right, so we have a $5 super chat from Don Otaku. Just got done arguing with my girl. I missed most of the stream. Oh, you were arguing for like almost 2 hours, bro. Holy shit, what the fuck did you guys argue about? If you want to go into it, feel free. But damn, bro, I hope it's not anything too bad, because that's a lot of arguing, man. Neo, even I bought it day one. Fraud. Flame, if you don't go sit down somewhere, and he's like, funny you, I'm already sitting down. Farmer Thanos vibes. Yo, Farmer Thanos is underrated, man. Farmer Thanos is what we should just aspire to be, man. People these days are voting against the other party rather than for a party. Yeah, Sam, that's absolutely right. Absolutely right, bro. And it's sad when shit gets dogmatic, man. Where you have people in your party who used to be very good candidates who uphold the values of the party, and then they just go straight into the extremes, you know? That's what Sony is right now, being arrogant again. Yeah, they're selling consoles, and the consumers, they don't see a problem with buying $70 games and paying $10 to upgrade a game that just came out a few years ago. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to consumers, y'all. Like, look what happened with Horizon. They were trying to do that dual entitlement nonsense. People caused an issue, and they reversed it. So, don't think your voice doesn't matter. Unless it's Nintendo. None of y'all's voices matters. I'm just being honest. We can get on here and complain about Nintendo all we want, but we are not the core demographic. Guys, the people that are on Twitter talk about Nintendo, good or bad, we are not the audience. The people who buy Nintendo products are just the everyday folk. It's people like people at my job who buy a Switch and he buys Pokemon every year. He doesn't care that Pokemon is not as great as it should be, but he's like, yeah, I've been playing Pokemon since I'm a kid, so I always buy them. Or it's the mom that just buys it for little Timmy or little Susie. Or it's the people who are like, yo, Mario Party, I've been playing it since I was younger, and now it's a drinking game for us. Like, that's the audience. And who am I to say anything against those people? That's them. That's their livelihood. I'm not going to tell them you're terrible for buying Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't. I said, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. That's fun. Have fun. I will say something, though, to the people who complain and still buy it. I have no sympathy for everybody who boycotted Pokemon Sword and Shield and ended up buying the game when it came out. I don't. Yeah. You know me, Neo. I'm not very happy with my party at all these days. Hard being an old school Republican these days. Kind of politically homeless. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. My boy Danny, he's similar. He used to be like a hardcore conservative, but then he just saw the party shift in the span of the past 5 years, and he's like, I don't claim anything now, bro. Well, he's moderate now. I think that's what he complained. No, he claims independent. That's how a lot of people are feeling nowadays. Like, people I know in my life who are like hardcore liberal, now they just don't identify with everything because a lot of the people who are hardcore liberal in the Democrat Party are performative and they don't practice what they preach. It's like they say all these things and it's like, yeah, retweet. And it's like, nope. Let's see. But damn, pray for my boy Don Otaku. 2 hours of arguing. Jesus. Thoughts on Alfred Molina's Doc Ock? So here's the thing. I loved it in the context of the movie. But again, going back to the whole Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe thing, Doc Ock in the comics is just, he didn't have an inhibitor chip that caused him to be evil. He was just an asshole. He was an arrogant fucking prick. And we didn't really get that in the Raimi movies. They kind of made it seem like everything was in control because of the arms. So I like it in the context of the movie, but in terms of his actual character, it's kind of like, you know. What do you think of the DualShock 4 versus the Xbox One controller? And I'll get to the super chats in a second. I like the DualShock 4 a lot. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the battery life, but it's one of my favorite PlayStation controllers. The Xbox One controller, I don't know. To me, it just felt so cheap. Like, it's a good controller. Don't get it twisted. I like it a lot. But man, it just feels so cheap by comparison. Like, if you compare the Series X controller to the OG Xbox One controller, ugh, man, it feels like literally like we went from using a GameStop controller to, wow, this is actually pretty damn good. Now, the Elite V2, that's my fucking baby right there. That is my baby, man. You see, I got the box right behind baby Grogu. Let's see. One sec. Oh, $5 coming in from JD Gamer. I missed it, but what do you think about the whole KOTOR thing? And does Microsoft need to do something about it? So as far as the KOTOR thing goes, JD, I feel like you asked me that in the first place. But yeah, like, just to give you a quick rundown, because I did spend some time, if you want to watch it on the playback, JD. I'm excited for it. I'm a little reserved because, you know, they are remaking it. So obviously they're going to have to change a lot of things. The gameplay is probably going to be really different. They might change stuff with the narrative. But I'm cautiously optimistic. I want to see what they do. Does Microsoft need to do something about it? Well, they can't do anything about it because PlayStation's already secured the deal. They've inked it years ago, probably. So all Microsoft can really do is just respond with their own games. That's it. Now, does this mean that Microsoft needs to go and get a Mandalorian game in development? No. Would I want that? Yes. But it's just competition. It's competition. Like, a lot of people are saying that Microsoft needs to do like a DC deal, or they got to get like Blade or Punisher. Do they need to do that? No. Would it be awesome if they did that? Yes. But yeah, there's the whole KOTOR thing. That's gonna be, yeah. Did you like the Master Chief Elite V2 controller? Yeah, I really liked it. And I was this close to pre-ordering it, Reed. But man, my Elite V2 is still kicking just fine. And if anything, if I'm gonna spend $200 on a controller, I'd much rather it be the V3. Because I already, bro, y'all know how many controllers I have already for the Xbox? All right. So I gave my brother my Xbox One X, so I don't have that controller, but I have my Series X controller. I have my Series S controller. I have 3 controllers that Xbox sent me because of Space Jam. I have my Elite V2. And I'm just like, I be looking at some of these controllers. I'm like, damn, they look fucking good, bro. But that's the thing, bro. I've only ever bought one controller, and that's the Elite V2. That's it. That's the only controller I bought. Because some people be out there buying like everything. I'm like, damn, bro. But like, who am I to judge? Because people buy DualShock 4 special editions, the DualSense special editions, the Joy-Con special editions. So I can't judge. Let's see. I will, hold on. I love Don Otaku. He's like, I will forever complain about everything Nintendo does, but I will buy all their stuff. Damn, Don Otaku, you part of the problem, bro. But you know what? Hey, it's your money at the end of the day. Wait a second. Weren't you just saying that your girl was complaining about your spending habits? That's the reason why your girl's like, don't you dare buy another Wii game on the Switch for $60. Hey, maybe your girl looking out for you. Nah, but in all seriousness, bro. So she got an issue with you buying video games? All right, listen, I don't know what your situation is with your girl, bro, whether y'all live together or what. Probably because if she's talking about your spending habits. But here's the thing. If your bills is paid, bro, if your bills is paid and everything is up to date, then who the fuck cares that you're buying video games, bro? Who the fuck cares? That's just another form of entertainment. Like, some people spend money and they go out to eat. Some people spend $500 on a concert ticket. Some people buy makeup. Some people do all of these things. And video games is one of them. Like, for me, recreational, what I spend my money on, like recreational stuff. I'm not talking about things that can better my life. That's why I don't really count the gym and shit like that. Because I spend a lot of money on the fitness stuff. But my recreational stuff, I spend money to go to movies. I buy things for my collection, as you guys can see. I buy video games, and that's what I do. And I'll be damned if someone ever told me that you should stop buying video games and focus on buying other things, because all my bills is paid. I got money put away in savings. I got money put away in my investments. Why you got to pocket watch me? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the important thing. It'd be one thing if I was like always complaining about being broke and then I'm over here buying like $200 special editions. Like, that's a different thing. But if you handling your business, man, don't let anyone tell you what to do with your life. All right. $5 super chat from Flame. Best phrase to live by. Put your money where your mouth is. Hence why I'm not playing Halo until Forge gets added. It's about sending a message. And like I said, Flame, you do what you do, bro. At the end of the day, that's what you do. You stick to your morals and you stick to your code. But I'll see you online on launch, Flame. Butterfingers. What about Insomniac Doc Ock? Ain't he the same as Raimi Ock? Yes and no. I'll get to that in a second. $4.99 coming in from John McKinney. If you had a Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard ticket, they would have beaten Donald Trump in a landslide. I mean, here's the thing, bro. Would it even get that far, John McKinney? I mean, at the end of the day, the one thing I will say about the Democrats is that they could drag a husk, a shell to the ticket, and people are still going to vote for it because we got to beat the opposition. So I don't know. I don't think there's ever going to be a dream Democrat ticket ever, dude. Because they're just going to run the squishy and they're going to prop up the squishy. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. All right, $4.99 coming in from Cadilla430. How would you make a Superman game? Honestly, yeah, you know, everyone always gets this question asked, like, yo, how would you do a Superman game? A Superman game is impossible. You can't do this shit. I don't think there's any problem with making a Superman game work. People say, like, well, he's way too powerful. Like, how are you going to scale it based off of his enemies? Well, how you scale any other video game where you have powers and characters who are like literal gods. You scale them appropriately, right? So if I was making a Superman game, obviously, you know, it's going to be hard to try to balance a character who can, like, how would you handle Superman on the ground when the majority of his work is done in the air? Obviously, you'd have to focus on aerial combat, and that's kind of hard to do because it's easier when you're grounded versus if you're straight aerial. I mean, like the most amount of aerial combat I think I've ever done was in like Zone of the Enders. So any type of mech game, I'm using that as like a guise. So I'd really focus a lot on aerial combat. I'd make traversing the world really fun. And I would just focus on making a really nice open world. It'd be very different from something like an Assassin's Creed where you're going through the cities and stuff like that. You'd really have to look at it from the perspective of somebody who can exist on a higher plane, on a higher level than the average Joe Schmo who can just like climb through buildings and find hidden nooks and crannies. But it wouldn't be too dissimilar from most like open world games out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you do your missions as Clark Kent, and then you have the stuff where you're like Superman. Yo, Zone of the Enders was fantastic. Yes, it was, dude. Oh my God. I think Zone of the Enders, is the HD collection free on Games of Gold? I think it is. I think it is. And it's backwards compatible. It's either the collection or the second game. I believe it's the collection. But that's free on Xbox, so I might go ahead and re-download those games. I gotta double check. Somebody on their Xbox right now, double check this shit for me, please. I'm trying to do it now. Let's see. $5 super chat coming in from JD Gamer. How would you and the community react to Microsoft buying Sega and making Sega games, including Persona, exclusive? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't really think Microsoft needs to buy Sega. They really don't. What does Okay, honest to God, you guys. Honest to God question. What does Microsoft have to gain with buying Sega? I know everyone out there is saying, well, if they buy Sega, they can introduce their Xbox audience to all these games. They're already doing that right now with Yakuza on Game Pass, 2 Point Hospital, all these other titles. So they've been doing that. And in the Japan scene, Xbox is not that. It's just gonna be honest, Xbox does not have a scene in Japan. It's doing better, but it's not to the point where they can make it sustainable to the point where people are going to buy this console for their games. Sega's games would have to be top tier Japan. I'm talking like Nintendo numbers, charting every single week possible in order to make a seismic shift to being exclusive. So the only thing they would gain is the fact that, yeah, you're going to get Persona on Xbox. Like, cool. But they could spend so much less money and so much less red tape and legal work by working out deals with Sega and getting those games on Game Pass. That's their bread and butter. That's why, like, they don't need to buy every studio. I know everyone's saying they got to buy WB games. No, they don't. They don't. Like, bro, you were going to get those Batman games one way or another. They were going to be multi-plat. So it would make more sense to grow this Game Pass. And it just, I don't know, unless you're buying something on like with the caliber of a Bethesda where you have all of those IPs, that's huge. But with Sega, the games that people are talking about, most of them are niche. Like Yakuza is a niche franchise. I know it's popular, but it's very niche. It's not on the level of something like, okay, if we're talking Japan, a Final Fantasy, you know. I don't think they would really do that. Like, I'd be like, oh shit, but I would be like, this does nothing for me. I don't know. But here's the thing, TJI. They could easily work out a deal with Sega to port all those games to Game Pass. They could easily do that. And that's much cheaper for them to do that versus buying a whole. And remember, Sega is a foreign entity. That's a Japanese company. So they'd have to go ahead and deal with everything then that falls, that comes with buying a foreign company. And then who knows, it might get blocked. So I don't know. Oh, Level 1 Gaming, what's going on? What is going on? Is that Fame? Fame, is that you, bro? I don't know. There might be a couple people on it. But is that you, Fame? Is that you, my brother? Is that you? It's free on Games with Gold right now? Okay, so I'll have to go download it. Because it's been a while since I played Zone of the Enders, bro. Actually, if you guys can see it, right up there, Right, right in front of that yellow box on the end is the special edition of Zone of the Enders for Xbox 360. That collection right there, I actually bought on clearance from GameStop like maybe like 6 years ago. They were selling that thing for like $13, that special edition, and I've kept it in the packaging this whole time. I don't even know if it's worth anything, but I was like, yo, because I didn't get the special edition when it came out, so I was like, fuck it, I got this. Hey, what's going on, Fame? How you doing, brother? True, let's get these likes up, people. Oh, that's right, y'all. If y'all are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. We've got 84 likes, and we got 109. We keep gaining viewers as we go on with the stream. That rarely happens, but I appreciate you guys. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. All right. Yeah, we got the homie Fame in the chat. And if you guys haven't checked out Level 1 Gaming, definitely check out my Brothers in Arms, my Brothers in Gaming Arms, Podcast Arms. We actually did a really cool stream a couple weeks back talking about what it means to be black in the gaming industry, and we had a lot of people chime in. It was me, Fame, Lord Cognito. We had so many people in that stream just sharing our experiences on what it's like to move around, not only as a content creator but as someone who's in an industry where there's not really a lot of people of color, and there was a lot of interesting perspectives. We only went on for an hour. And even Fame said, like, yo, this is not enough time because there were so many stories, so many more stories that we could have shared. And, you know, eventually we're going to get everybody back in for more sessions. And then he's going to bring on some more people as well in the industry to talk about stuff. So, yeah, go check them out. It's a lot of good content. And Fame is probably the biggest fan of Don Cheadle that I know. One of the biggest fans out there. Did you talk about the Redfall leaks? Yes, I did talk about the Redfall leaks. So for those who do not know, just a quick rundown. It looks about what I expected in terms of the gameplay variety. But remember, it is pre-alpha, so I mean, it's a leak, so obviously the graphics aren't going to be there. But yeah, it's cool, man. I can't wait to see it when it comes out with a proper unveiling. Maybe at the Game Awards, maybe. Bro, chill. No, you chill, bro. You chill with that. Listen, man, all I'm saying is you and them Don Cheadle memes. That's all I can say, Fame. That's all I can say. Okay, so there's another super chat. $5 super chat from Tech and Jin. That's right, man. As long as we are handling our scandals, then we can enjoy the fruits of our labor with buying video games and other fun stuff. Why did you say it like that, Tech and Jin? What do you mean scandals? Do you have like a lawsuit that you're paying off? Like, what did you get into? Talking about some scandals. Hey, wait a minute, Tech and Jin. Wait, you were pretty late to the stream. What happened? Oh my god. Neo doesn't save money though. He ain't even buy the new Tales game. Well, me not buying the new Tales game is saving money because I'm busy. I'm being smart with my money. I'm being smart, man. Would you rather me buy the game now and not be able to play it for a few weeks because I'm working on other stuff? That's a problem. The second runner is an absolute masterpiece in terms of mech combat and funny enough, done by Kojima. Yes. Yes, absolutely it is. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm excited to go back into it. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's free 99 on Games of Gold, so it's worth a download. $2 super chat from Acute Potata. Hi, I've always wanted to be a streamer. Is it fun? So, I mean, the thing, a cut patata. I'm sorry, I said a cute patata because I looked at your profile pictures. I was like, oh, look, it looks like a cute patata. But, I mean, here's the thing about being a streamer, man. If you're not having fun doing this, then it ain't worth it. Honestly, like, the most fun that I've had on these streams is just getting on here and just talking with y'all. That's it. Like, just us chilling on a Saturday evening. Everybody from all around the world just chilling, having fun. Y'all bullying me for not buying this Tales game day one. It's got to be fun, man. You have to enjoy what you're doing, whatever it is. Whether you're talking about video games, you talk about movies, you talk about politics, whatever it is, you got to enjoy it. That's the important thing at the end of the day. You can't do this for the money. Oh, shout out to Michael for subscribing to the channel. Thank you. You got to enjoy what you're doing. Because a lot of people I see, they get into this for the wrong reason. They get into this because they want to be the next PewDiePie or they want to be like Ninja. And I'm not here to shit on anybody's dreams, but those people, it took years to get where they are today. And if you're just trying to chase a trend or you're trying to beat somebody in terms of their numbers, you're going to burn out and you're not going to see the returns on your investments. You have to do this because you have a genuine passion. That's where it all starts, where you just get on here and you have fun. And I'm not going to lie, there are some days where I'm just bored out of my mind when I'm editing videos and I'm not having fun. But you know, that's everything in life. There are some days that are better than others. But the important thing is that you're doing this with a purpose and you have passion for it. That's the important thing. So I hope that answered your question, Patata, or Potata. A $2 super chat from Blue Senshi 19. One Piece is overrated. Don't at me. I'm about to at you right now, actually. I mean, that's the thing, man. If you gave One Piece an honest to God chance and you watched a lot of it and it just wasn't your cup of tea, then it wasn't your cup of tea. But there's a lot of people out there I've noticed who just haven't watched it and they just look at the animation. They're like, no, terrible. It's too long. It's kind of crazy how much of the culture folks like us started Neo. Dude, that's crazy, man. Because, you know, me and Samuel to Geek, we go way back to the early days of YouTube. Sam was one of the first people that I started watching on YouTube. And it's insane how here we are over, like, Sam, we've known each other for like, what, over 10 years at this point? It's crazy how we're just still here and we're still talking and we're having fun. And, you know, Sam is doing a lot of things out in the real, and just to see the growth of Sam from when he started in the beginning, uploading his videos using dial-up, and just to see the man that he has become today, I'm so genuinely happy and proud of you, brother. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. And that's, I think, what's important at the end of the day is you remain true to yourself. You've grown so much along the way. You've become a better person, but you're still Sam. You know, we can still joke and we can still have fun about everything. And that's what really matters, man. And that's, again, it goes back to, okay, I'll call you a cut potato. A cut potato's question: is streaming fun? Is YouTube fun? Is content creating fun? That's what it comes down to. You know, this just genuineness and the friends you make along the way. And why is my screen blowing up with all these colors? What is going on? Oh no, Asvelon, what did you do? The homie Asvelon is coming in with the $60 super chat. Now buy Tales of Arise. Oh boy, I gotta do it. I gotta fucking do it. He told me I gotta do it. Fuck. All right, guys, we are gonna buy Tales of Arise live on stream. Shit, how am I gonna do this so I can get it on stream? How am I gonna fucking do this? Okay, hold on. Let me go to. Fuck you, asshole. Oh god. Okay. I gotta buy Tales of Arise now. He paid for it. He fucking paid for it. Here we go. Where's Bobby? Is Bobby still in the stream? Is Bobby still in the stream? We're about to buy Tales of Arise. Let's fucking go. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, am I signed in to my Xbox account? Oh, look at it. It's right front and center on the front page. That's what's up. I said sign in. Thank you very much. All right. Pre-order now. The game's available. Oh, it says get it now. It literally just updated. That's fucking wild. Holy shit. It's buy now. Tales of Arise cross-gen bundle. Buy the game. It's optimized for both Xbox Series S, X, and Xbox One. Damn. If Jim Ryan was in charge of this game. All right, let's buy this. Verify your identity. I'm on this computer, bro. All right. Hold on. You're just making me go through 40 backflips, Microsoft. There we go. Finally. Why are you? Oh my god. This is so weird, man. I'm always signed into this Microsoft account, and it's making me verify my email. 1 second, you guys. Oh, somebody in the chat. Let's have a conversation about something while I do this. What are we talking about in the chat, you guys? What do we talk about in the chat? You say potato. Sorry, I spelled it wrong. Oh no, cut potato. It's cool. I'm now accustomed to saying a cut patata. Because you are now a patata to me. Neo, do it live on stream. We're doing it live on stream. Just gotta sign into my email. One sec, guys. $5 from Bobby. I'm still here. We're doing it live. Yes, we are. Fuck it. We're doing live. When is the Doki Doki streams coming back? Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, you guys, the Doki Doki streams are resuming. So everyone out there who's been wanting that, we gonna get that popping. You should go into Finding Duke podcast hosted by Mr. Matty Plays and Lord Cognito. I would love to do that. You know, Cog, he's family. So if you guys want to see that happen, make sure you go ahead and you at both of them. Just at them on Twitter whenever they're asking for guests. And if they ask me, I'm definitely down. Because I love that show. I love the dynamic of them. I do miss Carrick, though. I just loved the weird energy Carrick brought to it. It was so funny. Who ordered something on my Amazon? The fuck? Did somebody buy something? Oh, I think my sister bought something. Or maybe they rented a movie. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter the 7-digit code, but that's what I did. That's what I did, y'all. Oh, there we go. Duh. Okay. I could have literally just turned on my Xbox and done this in 5 seconds. Anyways. Okay, refresh. Why are you... It keeps signing me into like the wrong... I'm turning on my Xbox. Give me 2 seconds, you guys. I try to do this shit on PC. It's acting up. 1 second. Fuck this shit. This is why I game on consoles, you guys. This is why I game on consoles. Fuck out of here. All right, let me... Where's my controller? Oh, I want to try something really cool. Hold on 1 second. Wait, no, I don't have it here. Damn it. Fuck. I'll just get the controller. 1 sec. 1 second. Where are you? Oh, what literally took me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna move the camera over. Oh well, my Netflix is on. There's that. Hold on. I don't have my remote. Come on, switch to Xbox. Thank you. Whoa, you guys were not supposed to see that. Shh. Do not tell anybody. And I'm serious, do not tell anybody. Y'all will know about that soon enough. Why did it default to the demo first? Oh, okay. We're gonna go ahead and buy this. Now let me make sure there's no pertinent information. Yeah, no, it has no information. It's just linked to my PayPal. Okay, so here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Success. Success. Tales of Arise. Hey, what's up, Harrison? Welcome back. So we just bought a game on stream for those who are tuning in again. We just bought... Who the fuck just messaged me? Y'all are quick. So we just bought Tales of Arise, y'all. As you can see right here. We just bought Tales of Arise, courtesy of... Oh, y'all just want your... All right, so anybody who's got me on Xbox, go ahead and send your messages. You're about to get like your 15 seconds of fame. But, yeah, so we just got Tales of Arise, courtesy of the homie Asbalon. Asbalon is just sitting back and watching a Grateful Universe. Damn, this is crazy. This is fucking insane. So now I gotta play it. I gotta fucking play it. I'm gonna start this after the stream. Courtesy of, listen, no, I'm serious, you guys. I'm serious. Do not tell anybody about what you just saw. Do not tell anybody. Do not tell anybody what you just saw. Because if y'all do, I gotta shut the stream. But yeah, so there's that. Asbel, my man, thank you so much for this. We are gonna start Tales tonight. If y'all want all my takes, just head over to my Twitter account. And let me just check these messages real quick, because we got a lot of people coming up. Let me see this. All right, so let's look at this shit. If I connect to my Xbox, you can see it. Fuck. All right, so this, fuck it. We'll put it back. So we got this message from the Odd One 1993. Hello, live stream. Put the message back. Hello. This message him. Let's see who else we got in the chat. We got Amazing JD. Sup YouTube. Xbox now playing with Game Pass. Yeah. I think I got another message though. Where did it go? Oh, Living Ignis. Hi Neo. Oh god, I got a spam message. Here we go. Check out my adult profile on sexme.com. 18 and up only. Nickname Angel Legs 33. Wow. And someone said, hi everyone. Y'all are quick with that shit. Like, what the hell? That was map 786. But yeah, so and here's another message from Map. I see you stream and now they see you too. Okay. Damn. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, shout out to y'all. If y'all want to add me on Xbox, Jesus Christ, it just got hot in here, bro. Fucking hell. I don't know, trying to download a game would be that tedious. If y'all want to add... Y'all just having too much fun. If y'all want to add me on Xbox, that's my gamer tag. I'll just post it down there. If y'all want to add me, go. Feel free. Feel free. I forgot. Do you already own 13 Sentinels, Neo? Asbel, calm the fuck down. I do. I bought it. Calm down. I appreciate it, but I bought it. I'm playing through it. Ugh, okay. There was something we were going to talk about before, but I forgot. Party on. The moment is won, y'all. I dead don't have you on Xbox. Well, you about to change that, Bobby. You about to change that. Who we got questions from? We got Little Reed 94. What up, my G? Oh, I'm getting everyone to add me on Xbox. Yay. Oh, he's playing Tales right now. That's what's up. Hi, Edge was my friend. Who else added me? Damn, y'all are literally all on right now. That's crazy. Where's the notification? Jesus Christ. Send that Game Pass code. You know you got it. I ain't got no Game Pass code. What you talking about? You called me out, but you bet I'm waiting till June next year. Oh, is that Flame? Yeah, that's Flame. Living Ignis, that's Flame. I'm on my Xbox app. LOL, it's 2 a.m. Oh, shout out to you for coming through the stream this late, man. Neo caught on 4K TV watching inappropriate videos. By the way, going to give Final Fantasy 15 a try after I finish my second playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. Yo, first off, nah, man, that's a spam account, and I can show you the DMs, bro. Oh, man. But, yo, I mean, I'm going to be interested to see what you got to say about 15, Blue, because, I mean, everyone knows I was not a fan of that game at all. A good friend of mine, his name rhymes with Jobby. That was one of his favorite games of all time. He said it was legit perfection, but that was a few years ago, though. I think he's changed. He's reformed his ways. Yes, I know I have to go through 13 Sentinels, but I gotta be in like a mindset to play that kind of game, you know? Slow otaku. Okay, so that's you, Don Otaku? Got you. I figured it. I saw otaku in the title, so I was thinking it was you. Shout out to Angel Legs 13. Oh god. Never saw that unless. Okay, so we'll go for 10 more minutes, you guys, and then the beast is hungry. He's got to eat, man. He has got to eat. All right, Monster is goated. It's so good. It's absolutely great. Message from Cold Cola. What did you guys say, bro? Leak Persona 5 on Xbox next. I wish. I'm just gonna be honest. If Persona was coming to Xbox, I could not keep my mouth shut. That would kill my entire relationship with Microsoft and Sega. I'm sorry. I've been like, I gotta go down with the ship. Oh, take it easy, Ghost Rider. Thanks for coming through. On the Xbox app at work. Don't mind my gamer tag. Had that account since 7th grade. Yo, I've had this account since fucking 2000. No. 2008. Yeah, 2008. Yeah. I was about to say 2007, but not 2008. Because I had a 360 in 2007, but I returned it because, number one, I didn't have access to internet in my room, so that kind of made owning a 360 a little less useful, and I couldn't play any mature rated games. So the only game that I played on my 360 was Naruto Rise of a Ninja, and that was it. And then a year later, I got a 360 after I believe I think I sold my PSP, and I got some money from that I saved up from like my birthday, and I bought a 360 when it was on sale in November. And I'll never forget this. I bought the 360. It came with 2 games, Kung Fu Panda and Lego Indiana Jones, and those are the 2 games I was playing until Naruto The Broken Bond came out. And oh man, I remember that. Oh, take it easy, Aaron. Thank you for coming through the stream, bro. Did you see my message, Neo? What was your message, Alita Savage? Repost it if I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I hate when games say press any button to start and I press the D-pad and it doesn't work. Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That should be annoying. Oh, this man playing Dead by Daylight. You know, that's one game that, yo, the last relationship that I was in, this dude played. All right, so we got, damn, Jesus Christ. Peep the gamer score, been grinding for years. Let me see your gamer score. So this D Black Otaku, this man's got 250,000 gamer score. Holy shit. Damn. That's what I'm talking about. And let's see, we got, let's see who else we got. Someone else sent us a message. Yo, Neo, what's good, my bro? What's up, Z-Rod? What's up? So yeah, it's what was I talking about? Yeah, so I got that Naruto Broken Bond, and I think after that, my first like M-rated game that I bought was 99 Nights, and that was purely because it was it was a T-rated game that was rated M for mature for some reason, even though there's nothing in there that justifies it. So I remember my mom was like, "Okay, you can have this game." And yo, like I got so many stories that I'll probably do a whole separate video on. I see your Persona box. I just started Persona 5 Royal and I love it. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Persona, man. Big fucking fan. If you could tell, just both special editions. That's like my crowning jewel of these videos. I remember your videos from way back when Storm 2 was getting released. Yo, taking it back 11 plus years, man. Isn't that wild? Isn't that fucking wild? How much time has crossed? Like, yo, dude, it's crazy. Didn't the girl have a skimpy outfit? That might have been why. Not really. She didn't really have a skimpy outfit. She was dressed in armor for the most part. Let me see. I'm trying to Alita Savage. What was your question, bro? What's your Xbox? Oh no, I posted it. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. We also used to talk about Gekto Ninja Tyson 4 games too, back like 10, 11 years ago. Yo, I remember, man, back in the days, those Skype calls, bro. Yo, y'all remember? Yeah, okay, first off, do y'all remember Skype? Y'all remember Skype? Dude, we used to be in them Skype calls for like 12 hours at a time, man. I remember we'd start a Skype call in like the afternoon, and you know, we all wouldn't be there together for 12 hours. Like some people would go if they had work or, you know, they had to eat, and then we come back and we just still be talking, dude. Those were the fucking days, man. I've been seeing you for 12 years. Isn't that weird? Isn't that fucking weird? Like, I don't know. Like, it feels so strange to me when people say like, yo, man, I've been watching you since you were a kid, bro. I'm like, but you were a kid too. But yeah, it's awesome, man. That's one thing I love. I never lost touch with YouTube. I mean, there were periods where I wouldn't upload for weeks, but I was still always around, and I'm always thankful for it. Like, that's the best part about it, because I get to hang out with you guys, man. Damn, bro, I got so much shit I gotta play, man. I gotta play Life is Strange. I gotta play Sonic Colors. Fucking now Tails. Where's Tails? Is Tails downloading? No, it is not. We gotta fix that. I have all the Naruto Storm games on here. I forgot I bought them. They were like $15 for all of them, man. Storm 1, Storm 2, Storm 3, Storm 4. But the only one I went through on here is Storm 4, because 1, 2, and 3 I already played on the Switch like 2 years ago. So I have no desire. Like, if they were 60 frames on consoles, I would go through them, but they aren't. So Skype was the Zoom of 2008, 2010. Yeah. What's up, Pierre? How you doing, bro? Oh, what was your message on Xbox, Elitist? Because I got a lot, so I'm not sure. Like, I got... Was it, Did you say, what up, G? Was that you, Elitist? I'm trying to see, because there was a lot of messages that came in. Oh, here it is, Elitist. I found it. My bad, bro. My bad. Yo, Neo. So shout out to the homie Elitist on the screen. Shout out to the Elitist right there. Shout out. Oh yeah, let me just download this real quick. Oh, so this is interesting. So Tales of Arise, actually, if you buy it on Xbox, it has 2 different versions of the game that you can choose to download. You can choose to download the Xbox One version, or you can choose to download the series version. Most of the time when it comes to like smart delivery, whichever one you download, it just automatically picks the one for you. So that's interesting. Asbel, Bobby, do you guys know the differences between the two? Like, how does Tales of Arise run on like the base consoles versus the new consoles? I hope it's still 60 on the old consoles. Oh, damn, that looks crispy. All right, I'm installing it now. Asbel. All right. One sec, guys. I'll get back to the chat. Can we add you on PSN? I mean, yeah. If y'all want to add me on PSN, my PSN is the exact same thing. All right. I'm going to turn that off real quick. Okay. A few more questions. Oh, we got a super chat real quick. Whoa. So we have a super chat coming in from the homie Zach Rodriguez. Yo, Neo, bless up. I added you on Xbox. I've been loving the stream. How do you like the Devil May Cry franchise? Well, first things first, Zach, thank you for the super chat. And I love Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, like I said before, it's like the definition of a fun video game to me, because it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's got a nice story. It's got a goofy story. It's got goofy characters, but the gameplay is just so solid. And it's one of those things where it really rewards you for getting good at the game and pulling off all of these combos. Like, I found it so funny when people were saying that, oh, you can beat Devil May Cry 5 in like 10 hours, 8 hours, shit like that. The point of Devil May Cry is not to have these long campaigns. The point is to get good at the game where you pull off even better combos than you did the day before. It's been that way for the longest time, man. And I'm so happy that Devil May Cry 5 is as good as it is, and it was as big of a success as it was, because, you know, we went, every Devil May Cry fan knows there was that period of time where we was struggling. We was struggling. Like, there was the reboot in 2013. If you like it, you like it. That's fine. But as a Devil May Cry fan who grew up with the real Dante and Nero in Devil May Cry 4, I just didn't like that direction, the edginess. Like, that's not Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry doesn't need to have this super serious story. And I'm thankful that they came to their senses a few years later, and we got Devil May Cry 5, and then we got the Virgil DLC the following year. It's awesome, man. It's just a great series. I recommend everybody play it. One of my friends actually, oh no, it's Alex, streamed all the Devil May Cry games recently, and he was having a fucking baller ass time. He was like, yo, this is awesome. Bayonetta 3 is better than Devil May Cry. Wait, no, he said Bayonetta is better than Devil May Cry. Bayonetta 3 definitely coming out next year for sure this time. This time for sure. I mean, I love Bayonetta. I love what they did with Bayonetta 1. I like Bayonetta 2 a hell of a lot. But honestly, like, I don't know. The different styles of Dante, especially what they did with Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition on the Switch. Dude, it's awesome. It's so cool. I actually played alongside the PS4 version while I was on PS4, and the PS4 runs surprisingly well. It's somewhere between 50 and 60, and in combat, it seems to be a solid 60. Okay, cool. That makes sense, Bobby. That's good. Arise looks like it's running at 120 frames on PS5, though. It's so smooth. Sheesh. Ooh, don't tell me that. That's awesome. I can't wait to dive into this. All right, you guys. So we've come to the end of another stream. I feel like we could go on for like 4+ hours, but you know, all good things must come to an end. Shout out to everybody who pulled up to the stream, whether you were here for 5 minutes or the entirety of the stream. Thank you so much to all the super chats. Like, you guys have been fucking crazy today. Like, no lie, my guy. And I appreciate that, man. I can't wait to start this Tales of Arise. Check out my Twitter if you want to hear like my first in-depth impressions of it. As far as content on the channel is concerned, tomorrow night, we are going to be resuming the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus streams. And if you guys don't know what that is, I don't know what to say, but go check out the other streams that we've done on it. We ended off last stream with some serious crazy shit. All the super chats paid for his Tales. Yeah, it's true. And then shout out to the GOAT Asvolon for Tales of Arise, man. Oh, man. But yeah, so we're going to be resuming that tomorrow night. And then later on in the week, the content will resume. I don't know. I can't really tease the stuff that I got coming in the pipeline because I can't give an exact date of when it's coming. But it's coming soon. It's coming soon, you guys. There's going to be some cool stuff. But yes, before we go, and you guys have already reminded it every single time when I say, well, guys, they're like, nope, hydration check, nigga. You ain't getting out of this one. We are going to be doing something that we have, I guess, gotten accustomed to for what? How long have we been doing hydration checks? Definitely like a year or so, right? We're going to go ahead and do something called a hydration check. Now, hydration check, for those who are wondering, is essentially a way for all of us out here, especially me, who's been talking for the past like 3 hours, no, like 2.5 hours. It's just a way to get your water in, get your daily intake of H2O. Oh, and last minute $10 super chat from Down to Taco. Damn, you guys are gonna make me stay here all night with these super chats. Fuck out of here. This is so you can get the swimsuit costume pack for All right. Wait, swimsuit. All right, well, we gotta go buy a swimsuit. We gotta buy a fucking swimsuit. This man donated to buy a swimsuit, so we're gonna buy a fucking swimsuit because I'm just a sheep. Bah. Gotta buy a fucking swimsuit. Damn, $10 for a swimsuit set? My God. But we about to do it. We about to do it real quick. Are you deleting the stream? No, I am going to leave this stream up if you guys are good. If you guys are good, I'm serious. Please. So we gotta buy a swimsuit. Damn. I'm really just sitting here buying fucking Tails swimsuits. Where's the content? Yeah, Tails always goes crazy with the DLC. Wait, is it the beach time triple pack for females? Where's the male swimsuits? Because you know that's what everyone here wants. Is it the beach time one? Because I only see it for women. I don't know. Is it? Last hydration check, I had a Gatorade. Today's a Dr. Pepper. Just grab what's nearby. That's it. We'll get back to the hydration check in a second. I gotta find these swimsuits. Damn, they got a lot of DLC costumes. My God. I just want to make sure I'm buying the right one. Is it the beach time? Is it the beach time? Yeah, it's the beach time? Okay, I'm buying it right now. Jesus Christ. All I'm saying is those posts are gonna be not safe for work when I put it on Twitter. Okay. I am buying the costume. I am buying the costume set of the female swimsuits. These females in their scantily clad swimsuits. See, in my country, you never allow this. So we got that. Jesus. Oh my God. Anyways, damn super chats. Okay, all right, here we go. $10 from Silverwolf, and this is for the samurai. Fuck, now we gotta buy samurai off. All right, fuck it. I feel so bad for my Series X right now because it's like twos. Turn it on or turn it off. One sec. Y'all better slow down with these super chats, man. I gotta hold on. Okay. Samurai. Warring States, collaboration, school life. Okay, I found the male swimsuits. I gotta buy the male swimsuits too. Hold on. Gotta buy the male swimsuits. You gotta complete the set. You gotta complete the set, guys. You gotta complete the set. You know, those swimsuits are actually not as bad as I thought they were gonna be. So the samurai is the Warring States, right? Yeah, it's the Warring States. Yo, I'm literally just giving Neo our money. Like, yo, y'all want me to wear these fucking costumes? Like, I might as well just dress up in my damn self. So it's the Warring States. All right, so I gotta buy both now. Fucking hell. All right, here we go. We're doing it. And hopefully, can you guys hear that sound? Because I didn't show it for the last DLC, but I did buy the male swimsuit DLC. I just bought the Warring States for the female. And we're going to buy it for the male. I've never ever bought Tails DLC like this. I know Asmo's just like, yes, this is my plan. It's all coming to fruition. Okay. Where are my downloads? Okay. Okay. Everything is purchased. So now we are good. Now we are good. Let me go ahead and all right. $5 super chat from Dimwit Monkey. Fable. Well, you know, if you crash the stream is already over, Dimwit Monkey. So I don't know what you're getting into. Everyone be bad. Yo, shout out to the homie Black Bomb. What's up, bro? What's up? Yeah, you came in right as we ended this shit, man. But we need to support our few Xbox JRPGs. That's true, Don Otaku. That's true. I heard that on YouTube videos, you can cut out parts of the video easily through YouTube. If that's possible, I will censor it for a bit. But yeah, my gamer tag it's down there in the video description if y'all want to check that out. But yeah, it is time, guys. It's time for the end of the stream. We do this for every stream. We're going to be doing a hydration check. Like I said, hydration check is done. So we can just make sure that I'm running on fumes now. Fuck out of here. We do it to stay fucking healthy. We do it to stay healthy and support JRPGs on fucking Xbox. That's what we do. So grab water or your favorite beverage of choice. No vodka, please. Because some of y'all, one guy was like, yeah, man, I just chugged this. I'm like, I'm not responsible. Y'all waive all your rights to hydration checks if you use alcohol. Sorry about me starting the Fable. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, you guys were messy last summer with that Fable shit. But yeah, so hydration check, everybody, on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Just waiting for another super chat to drop. Oh God, nah. If we keep getting these super chats, I'm never going to bed. But 3, 2, 1. Hydration. Woo! Should I finish? Should I finish the rest, guys? Should I finish the rest? I feel like we've tried so hard and we've come so far. In the end, we have to make it matter. I feel like we have to. we're pretending to be at a wedding. That's what we're doing. Dr. Pepper hydration check. Diabetes. Diabetes with a serving of death. With a serving of death. Shang-Chi 9 out of 10 amazing. Oh, you saw it, Grant? That's awesome, bro. I'm glad you liked it, man. All right. All right. Woo. And we're done. We're done. And we about to be in there. And this is actually a really fitting pun. We about to be in there like swimwear when we playing Tails. So, yo, everybody, y'all, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all so much for coming through the stream. Thank y'all for the super chats. And just above all else, thank y'all for being you and just kicking it with us. Like, yo, a Saturday evening, another Saturday evening in the books. And I'm so happy because, like, y'all know, just past 2 weeks have been rough. So it was nice just coming back with y'all. Just nice just sitting here laughing, y'all bullying me over this Tails stuff that is now over. That is now over. And I could hopefully hit y'all with some impressions on this Tails game in the future. So yeah, y'all. For me to you for now, my name is NGS, signing out. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.